fade away. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Hello, everybody. Kill each other. How's it going?
Hello.
Welcome to Trailer Boys.
Hello.
You say kill each other?
Kill each other.
Is that how you always start?
Kill each other. Kill each other.
You've never heard of Superman? The Fantastic Superman?
I've heard of Superman, sure.
Wait, what is the name of it? It's the Fantastic Superman.
Argo Man, the Fantastic Superman. It's an Italian, and it's a good segue into what we're doing right
Argo
now,
Man,
because
the
the theme of
Fantastic.
our show is rip-off and knockoff movies, and we did it with Timmy last week, and it was so good. We had so much stuff. I was like, let's do it again. And so a movie we saw a while back was an Italian movie, which was like a superhero ripoff, and his power was he could put his hand out, and then Sam, what would he do?
I forget what you do, but I remember what he said.
Kill each other.
He would just make people kill each other. So he was like Superman, except people killed each other.
Kill each other. Cool.
Yeah. And so, that was pretty fun. Let me see.
2 points from the slut boy.
You guys hear this? I just realized.
Yes.
Slut boy.
What is he
Slut
talking
boy.
about?
That's
2
Timmy
points
being a
from the
slut.
slut boy?
Yeah. Timmy was given lots of points. He was being real slutty with the points. So,
Oh.
yeah, now they play it. Now we play it when Timmy fights with somebody, which is constantly.
Has Timmy been fighting with people a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot.
I mean,
you've met Timmy.
not more than usual, but yes, a lot.
I will say Timmy and I had a great show last week, and this theme has been super, super fun. Zach or Sam, do you want to explain like rip-offs and knockoffs for Zach and the crowd?
Or why don't I explain Trailer Boys?
Yeah. Why don't we just start
Isn't that
off
a
with
fun
the
idea?
explanation
We'll
of the show?
start the
Yeah. With YouTube's
welcome-
favorite trailer boy, Zach Kreger.
Welcome to Trailer Boys. This is a show where we watch movie trailers, and not movie trailers that we select, movie trailers that you, the audience, selects. And we don't just watch any trailers, we watch them on a theme. You can submit trailers right now if you want. If you have a trailer that fits the theme, there's a link right above, and you can go there. There's a form to fill out, and you can put it, and maybe we'll watch your trailer. Well, so this week's theme, which was last week's theme, is ripoffs and knockoffs. There's movie studios that have been built off of it. You've got your asylums out there who are like banking on your grandmother not really knowing what Transformers are, but wanting to get you that Christmas gift you really want, which is a Transformers DVD, and that's how you end up with Transmorphers. But yeah, people have been doing it for eons. They've been ripping stuff off. So yeah, I don't know.
We literally ripped off last week's theme for this theme.
Yeah. Welcome to movie previews, boys, as we should say. So yeah, and then after we watch the trailers, we'll all vote on them. And Zach, Nate, and I will give the movie trailers, either a 0, 1, or 2. And you, the audience, will either vote yes or no. And based off the percentage of the votes that the audience gives it, it gets a certain amount of points. And based off of what we give it, it gets a certain amount of points. And then we keep track of that. And then eventually the season, someone hits 100 points and we go, all right, the season's over. That person won. What do they get? They get nothing. Okay. Is there anything else I missed?
Well, I just want to show them real quick. Here's what the points look like for what they vote on. There you go. And then here's the leaderboard right now. Silent Alley and Flange are tied in the lead. Although I thought maybe this is not updated. I felt like they were both tied at 50 last week. So we either didn't watch any trailers from them last week or I messed something up. So this is what it looks like now. And I'll check it up. It is not updated. I think it had 33 for 2 weeks. All right, we'll look into that. I don't know if it's updated. Sometimes it breaks and then I don't know how to fix it. So yeah, last week was real fun. Have either of you guys seen an Asylum movie, Zach or Sam?
An Asylum movie?
Yeah, from the production company Asylum. So
No.
we got a bunch of them last week, and Timmy and I figured out, or not figured out. Timmy seemed to know. Like we were checking, because they will rip off movies that aren't even like great movies. You know, like the Transformers movie it's a big budget movie, but it wasn't even a great movie. And then we found like the release dates in some of these are actually, they're coming out the same year, if not before the big movie. So we realized like it looks like they go into production as soon as a movie is announced, and then they just do it as fast as possible. So one of the ones we saw was a ripoff of Moonfall. I think it was called Moon Crash, and it was very funny because it had nothing, like they obviously didn't know the story of Moonfall. So in the Moonfall story, I don't know if either of you have seen it, but it's one of the greatest movies ever made. And there's amazing. A lot of twists. But the Moon Crash story has nothing to do with Moonfall at all. It's very funny. It's really just like the basic premise. So one of the ones we saw that was really funny was called The Headless Horseman, and it was an Asylum movie. And I was like, this trailer looks crazy. And it was like, it was pretty much like Ghost Rider and Wolverine together in a movie. And I was like, this is insane. So we watched it last week in a watch party. It was awful. Not in a good way. All the best parts that are in the trailer are the best parts. There's like nothing outside of that. I could not believe. Yeah, it's called Headless Horseman, but he didn't have a horse, but he does have a head. So it really should have been called Horseless Headman. But it was not. So I was surprised. I thought it would be kind of fun. That's not my joke. I stole that joke, but it was not fun. It was very punishing, and I should have guessed. But so yeah, that's an Asylum movie that we did see. Of the movies we saw, we got through 20 of them. Everyone in chat, if you go to the website, you can see what we watched last week. Sam and Zach, if you see in the list, all the ones that are white right now, they're on the top. Those are everything we watched last week.
Bummer, because some of these I want to watch, but I guess I'll never get to.
Which ones?
Cruel Jaws.
Cruel Jaws was pretty good. It was pretty good.
Cruel Jaws was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that's okay. There's lots more to see today. Let's get into it.
There's so many. So I'll show you what won last week. You guys may have seen this, but this is we show last week's winner. I kind of want to show you Headless Horseman, but Horseless Headman. But the one that won is fun because it was kind of a RoboCop ripoff. And not all of them are Asylum movies. Like some people are like, so it's just these tongue-in-cheek movies. No, it's movies that are inspired by, or obviously taken from something else. Sam used the example of Sudden Death, which is like a Van Damme movie that takes place in a hockey tournament or a hockey arena, and that is very much. A lot of the ones we saw were Die Hard ripoffs. Die Hard has a lot of ripoffs. So let me play for you. You guys have the watch party thing pulled up?
Yeah.
See how this works. How's the sound, everybody? Can you hear us?
25 years in the future, the ultimate weapon against crime will be the judge, jury, and executioner. And it will not be human. But here, the future has already arrived 25 years too soon.
Impossible.
Robotic.
It's okay, honey. It's a police officer.
Officer. Tactical. Operation. Research. Rotor. Its prime directive to judge and to execute anything that stands in its way.
The rotor walked through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker.
The perfect police officer.
It won't stop.
A prototype of
That was
what
a real
is to
stunt. I
come.
think that guy like broke his ankles there.
But pray, it never comes to this.
He's programming himself.
An unstoppable force. Without flesh and blood.
How is that the perfect police officer?
Rotor.
That was Rotor.
That rules, man. I can't believe how many movies exist in the world where that is like,
Yeah.
you know? Oh, and look at the rotor like image of him with the gun is like straight out of Mad Max. That's like, directly,
Oh, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy
Yeah.
from the box cover.
Wow.
I love that they pretty much like, they started with the name first and then had to come up with what the acronym stood for.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
Yeah.
wasn't T like twerk or something? It's like, I don't know, torque.
I love it. I love
Robotic.
acronym stretches. That's one of my favorite things in all of life.
Yeah. I like how Rotor is kind of like a real cop. It's like Rotor,
Perfect cop.
he's a cop that will use excessive force.
Yeah. My favorite part is literally you walk through a busload of nuns to get to a jaywalker. That's a good one. Also, the shot where he's walking and he's just like kicking chairs out of the way. You know, they're like, we got to show like how driven he is. Chairs. That was awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a good win. Jasper, new submitter, new name to the list last night, submitted that one. So thank you, Jasper. I will work on figuring out how the points thing works. You know what? I do realize the way I did it tonight, so we would not watch the same things. That maybe that's why the submissions aren't up, but the points aren't up. But
This one's for tax ship.
There's only one man for the job, and she's a woman.
Tax ship said there's only one cop for the job, and he's a robot.
what movie was that one from again? That was a good one.
I forget.
There's too many movies out there.
Yeah,
We gotta
I
stop
think it
making
was
movies.
it was a part 2 of something. I think it was something Silk 2. Yeah, thank
Silk
you.
2. Thank you.
Silk 2.
Lanja on the dot.
All right, should we watch
All
one?
right.
You saying do you have any coming attractions?
I do have a couple coming attractions. Let's see. This first one has a pre-trailer trailer.
Okay.
Just so you know. So don't give it away, Zach. The audience isn't going to see the pre-trailer trailer. Nate will switch over after that. You ready?
I am ready.
Well, jamming. Hope you like jamming too. Oh, you want to start?
From the beginning. Reggae is a people music. People coming together.
Ooh, yeah.
You know you're a superstar.
All right. Well, jamming.
I'm a superstar.
I want to jam it with you. And say no foul. We can do it anyhow. Jam until the jam is through.
There's a war going on.
We're jamming.
You can't separate the music and the message.
Cause every day we pay the price.
And what is the message?
Sacrifice.
Peace.
Oh, life is worth much more than gold.
Bob, they try to kill you.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
your wife. And now you're choosing to return to Jamaica to play a peace concert? Don't you fear for your life?
So we gonna walk through the roads of creation.
My life is not important to me.
Are you satisfied
My life is for people.
with the life you're living?
Do you really think this world will make it?
Yes. There's no other way.
Exodus,
That's the source of your strength.
we know where we're from. We're leaving Babylon.
This trailer's too long.
Yeah.
We're going to a fatherland. We know where we're going. We know where we're from. Open your eyes and look within. Na, 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 na. Are you satisfied? Are you satisfied with the life you're living?
One love, one heart, one destiny.
Yikes.
Did you say yikes?
Yikes.
Yeah.
I will say this may come off as the guy who plays Bob Marley looks like a guy I know in real life, but he's a white guy. So my thought process when seeing this was like I saw him and I was like, is a white guy playing Bob Marley? And then I was like, oh, like a different scene. So I was very shocked initially. I will see that.
Yeah, I just
yeah.
all music biopics bum me out. I've never seen one I've liked.
I liked the Elton John one. Did you see that
I haven't
one?
seen that one.
I literally
It's fun.
had this conversation with our cousin Ellen and we were talking about it. And I was like, you got to see Rocket Man. And she's like, I've never seen it. We watched it. And she was like, that was really good.
Okay.
Because it's bizarre. It's super campy and weird.
It kind of like immediately is like, it kind of immediately knows what it is. And
What's the worst biopic you've seen, Sam?
the worst music? I mean,
worst music biopic.
I mean, I was not a fan of. I mean, I'm sure there's worse.
I thought Straight Outta Compton was pretty terrible.
I wasn't a fan of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody was
kind of
awful,
crazy.
Except for the final concert. But then it's like, just watch the real final concert.
Just watch the concert. Yeah,
watch Freddie Mercury do it.
And it's also weird because they cut out a song. Like the actual set is like 30 minutes, and then the in the movie it's like 25 minutes because they cut out a song from it. They get like so close to doing the actual thing, and then they're like, this song wasn't one of the we can use it.
The Runaways biopic is very bad, and Michael Shannon's in it. So like you think it's gonna be good, but like it's very funny when they're writing songs and they're like, all right, what do I like a fire, like a bomb, like a cherry bomb. And she's like writing it cherry bomb. And Michael Shannon's like, yeah, that's it. I like felt my body like just seize up. I was like, oh no.
Okay, if you can wave a magic wand and they have to make a biopic about any musician that you can think of, who do you pick?
I would pick Alex Chilton. I think that's a cool story.
Like a good biopic or just a biopic?
Just a biopic.
But
they have to make like Gigi Allen or like who would, I don't know.
I would Alex
or
Chilton
Timmy's band. I would say Timmy's band.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. Timmy's
like
band.
a big budget, $70 million version of like the career of what was his band called?
The Jeff Coats.
Yeah, the Jeff Coats. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would want to see like a cheesy biopic because there's of Morrissey. There's a couple of like movies that like there's a somewhat recent movie about Morrissey, but it ends right when he meets Johnny Marr. That's like the end of the movie. He meets Johnny Marr and that's it. But I would love to see like what kind of perspective a biopic on Morrissey would be. Like, does it make him to be like this asshole guy? Like I just want to see how it would come out.
Not that it's a movie, but the Wu-Tang show's pretty fun, and there's a distinct reason why it's pretty fun, and it's because before they were the Wu-Tang Clan, they were both parts of like kind of rival gangs, which is like fun and like automatic drama to everything, but also they didn't have their names. They didn't have their names that we know them by yet. And so like there's some that you're like, oh, that guy's obviously RZA and that guy's obviously Method Man. But there's like so many members, you don't know who's going to be in the Wu-Tang Clan and who's not going to be in the Wu-Tang Clan. So it gives it this like kind of built-in mystery.
Yeah,
to
like
it
one of those
still,
guys has to be you, God.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. Is this guy Inspector Deck? I don't know.
Well, Inspector Deck is now Czarface, Inspector Deck is bigger now in his post-Wu career than he was in the Wu-Tang. You have another one?
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, one more.
Wait, do we score that one or no?
No. These are just upcoming. This is just sort of at the top of the show.
Would you see it in the theater? Bob Marley, One Love.
If people were going to that,
I feel like there's a ranking of like how you'd see movies, right? And like the lowest is like you're on an airplane, and it's one of like the 5 movies you can watch on an airplane. You're like, yeah, I guess I'd watch it then.
Yeah, it's like you're on a bus, you have headphones, your choice is either you listen to the movie and watch it, or you sit and you're bored. And you choose to sit and be bored instead of
stare
watch.
out the window.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yep.
Ready.
Hello, Orson. We try to think about the floor.
Of course, naturally. I had gotten used to being one of the leaders in my last job. I was determined to build up the same position at work.
That's how the coffee machine works. This is how the blinds work.
Danny Pudi.
Whenever anyone looked at me, I fired off a broad smile. A smile disarms your opponent and makes them doubt their own enmity. I stuck to my schedule. When I first discovered the room, there was something special about this place. Answer me truthfully. What is this room for?
Don't drag me into this.
I found a secret room, and when I work in there, I'm able to do anything.
A secret room?
It's just that most people aren't able to see it.
Were you on drugs?
What are you doing? What are you doing when you stand like that?
What are you talking about?
Do you have any idea what that's about?
It's very strange.
I say, fire him.
If he's allowed to stand there like that, then I should be allowed to practice Reiki in the break area.
There is no room, Orson.
Didn't I tell you it was pointless to try and conduct psychological warfare against me? You have secrets hidden in there that for whatever reason you don't want me to see.
But he's mental. Anyone can see that.
I did try to warn you. I must insist that you stop going to it.
Guy looks very familiar. The boss
Look different
character.
from the other people here. I can tell. Orson?
Want to tell me how far in advance all of this got worked out? Was I even one of the original intended victims?
What exactly is it that you want?
I just want to do my job. They don't care about you. You're a number in a column on a spreadsheet. I could view the world as something ominous, looming, or I could choose to see the light. I chose to see the light.
That looks very like it could have been submitted for this week for being a ripoff of Severance, you know?
That's what it looked like to me. It looked like Severance, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. So what's up? We score it?
No.
Just things to look out for.
Just movies coming up, you know?
Even started the game?
Yeah, we'll start the game now.
6:40.
Don't act like you haven't played this before.
Start the game now.
I forget how fucking
you can do the honors, Zach. You get first pick.
Do you have something?
Me? I'll pick something.
And you can choose. You can pick ahead. We're looking to do like about 7 each.
7 each. I'll never make it to the end of this, guys. Just so you know, there's no way.
Let's just pick 7 now.
Well, somebody else pick first. I want to look around.
All right, I got mine. All right. All right, you ready?
I got one too. Okay. Yeah, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, Jesus.
You sure our boy's gonna show?
Careful, Piper.
Give it to me.
Now! It's through the looking glass, Philly.
Rumpelstiltskin.
There's nasty business afoot this evening.
Death's messenger.
Oh, they're coming.
If we're to beat these messengers, we'll need some monsters of our own.
Someone has to stop death.
There's something out there that scares you more than me.
$1.
Now we let the monsters out.
Goes by Bluebeard. Has a set of blades that make him stronger every time he kills someone.
The big bad wolf. Got it. Her name's Carapace.
Cannibal witch.
Gelda, Queen of Hearts.
Unhinged, unpredictable, and something of a secret weapon.
Attention, Death's messengers. We're not afraid of you. Leave my facility or you won't like what happens next.
If one of them is a DJ.
Okay, spreading like a cancer.
That is all.
Oh my god. Dude, those were the most like jank ass monsters ever. Okay, so one guy's a wolf. What does that mean? Like he's gonna be covered in hair, like half dog? Well, I bought these fangs at the Halloween shop. Maybe you could wear these fangs. Like that's the beginning and the end of his costume.
Yeah, there's so much like shrugging in that. Like,
There was no monsters in the monster movie. Not a single one. This guy's blue beard. His beard wasn't even blue.
It's like, who needs comic book characters? We have other characters. I think there is. Wait, where is this? Apparently, the Harley Quinn. The Harley Quinn looks like every girl at Coachella. That's what it says here. And the Joker guy is a normal guy named Rumpelstiltskin.
Is that the DJ guy?
Maybe.
I just love that one of the guys looks like a DJ. That's his whole power.
So I thought they were supposed to do yes or no, but everyone's saying 1 and 2.
1 is no, 2 is yes.
And 2 means you like it?
Yeah, 2 means you like it.
Okay.
It's odd because it's a surprisingly close call for this. This has got so far it's leaning in the yes column, but it's pretty close.
I mean, here's what I'll say though. Does it look better than Suicide Squad?
Oh, it's a ripoff of Suicide Squad.
This is exactly my point. Is some of the movies that Asylum rips off are not very good to begin with. and definitely have a shot at being better than the movie that they're ripping off. So for this, I think it's, like for all the reasons Zach was talking about it being like bad, I think make it more interesting to me. But I've been tricked before, and it's possible that like all the best parts of this movie we just saw, which is low. So I'm going to give it 1 point.
Insane.
Yeah.
All the best parts? There were no good parts.
Exactly.
I think it's dog shit. I'll give it 0.
I'll give it 1 point. It was fun to watch it be dog shit.
It wasn't bad enough. That was my problem. Like I like things to be like really bad. They should be terrible. You know.
Fair.
All right, who's next?
So and what does chat give it?
Chat just flipped over to the leaning on the one side, the no side of it. So that went really quickly from 2 points right down to 1 point, and adjusting for the 3 people, voters, hosts, and we had given it 2 points minus 1, carry the 2.
So 2 points.
2 points total. Who gets those 2 points?
Abby Sally.
Yeah. Okay. Zach, you got one picked out now?
Think so. Let me see how we're doing here. Yes. Ready? Here it goes.
Yep.
Get these people out of here! Yes, sir! This isn't over. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
I look forward to that.
My name is Manborg.
Daimon. Your power is beyond anything the world has ever seen.
I want that man, Borg. I've got a score to settle. Let the games begin!
Sorry for crashing your patty.
I'd rather be dead.
We have so much in common. You're obsolete.
The power of the human spirit will never be obsolete.
No damn sense.
We need him, or we're all dead.
You look forward to being pulled apart piece by piece? Yeah, right. Yes, super great. It's not about the killing. It's about family.
Pretty good, huh?
Don't go in there. It's his danger. Elevator. Oh, yeah. All right.
It's never too late to be a hero. Take your vengeance.
Wow. All right. What do you guys think of that?
It was a little too self-aware for me.
I agree.
Like, it was a little bit too I think if they tried to make less jokes, I would have liked it more.
They were trying to be that wacky, low-budget trauma movie instead of just being it, you know?
Yeah.
And at first, for the first like 30 seconds, I was like, "Oh shit, this is amazing!" And then I realized, like, "Oh, it's ironic." I don't want it to be ironic.
Yeah.
Although, like, we've seen a couple of these, and I always have the same like reaction, but this one I think looks better than a lot of them, like story-wise, the characters and stuff. The one thing that always gets me though is like the audio and the dialogue sounds like they're in like an empty room. Like you have all this production put into like the graphics and special effects, and then it's just a guy in an untreated room where you can hear the walls and stuff.
Sound matters more than picture.
Filled with Garbage has a good point too, where they says they don't think it's a ripoff.
What does the context say, Zach?
The context? No, I don't know. I gotta find it again. I have no idea where it is.
Let me I'll resort. Hold on. That was called Manborg.
Uh-huh. There it is. It looks like a RoboCop knockoff in an apocalyptic setting. I don't think it's a RoboCop knockoff. I mean, sort of. I guess it qualifies.
I'm gonna say
I give it a 1.
I would give it a 1. I would give it a 1 if I felt like it was more on topic. It does feel a little off topic, so I'm gonna give it a 0.
Ooh.
You know what, Sam? I think you've swayed me on this. I feel that it does feel like a stretch, you know? Like it's loosely, I guess, like other movies also have man cyborgs. But, you know, what do you say, RoboCop?
Yeah.
I'm kind of in between now, but I'm gonna give it a 1 as well because audio got me. No, I what I hate about it is the self-awareness of it. But I do like the Nazi characters, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a 1.
You love Nazis. You are a sucker for Nazis.
You know,
yeah, you get
always have been.
But like at home, you have a lot of that like, what do they call it? Like memorabilia.
It's pieces of history. It's pieces of history. They're called artifacts.
All education.
Okay.
Yeah.
Educate yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Before you come at me. Who gets those? Oh, wait, no. Who submitted that one? Let's say we're 3 minutes in. Chat has given that 1 point, and I think the three of us.
That was submitted by Dark Bastard.
The names that are highlighted in blue in the list are last week's pick. So we always try to make sure we don't double up on one person 1 week. But because it's the same category, I didn't want us to watch something that we watched last week. So I left them in there. So if you see a blue name, that just means we watched it last week. So you can watch another one this week. So they don't get confused. Cool. I may have made it more confusing, and I do that. So, all right. Okay. You guys ready?
Yep.
They're cutting capers, wild capers, dangerous underwater capers, daring underworld capers.
So like the food capers?
Catalina caper.
I don't have time to fool around. Where's the scroll? I got it.
That's not how you hand someone a gun.
Bound to be around someplace. We try and smoke out Angelo and Borman.
Then the Catalina scuba divers take on underwater outlaws. Catalina caper in color.
The last shot is just a shot of the Catalina caper.
What was that a ripoff of?
Let's see. It says far less gay porn than the previous Catalina-centric films that have been on the show. Though more Little Richard. Was Little Richard in this? This is a bad imitation of the already not that good Beach Party franchise of movies, featuring the likes of Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello in the 1960s.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. We watched a movie that was amazing, and it was called Catalinaville. And there was something about it that was just like unspoken in the trailer. And we were like, what is this? Then found out it was like a movie. I don't think it was a gay porn, but it had all gay porn actors and directed and written by gay pornographers. But it was like a straightforward movie.
Yeah, and we were watching that trailer and we're like, where do we know these guys from?
And Timmy just kept calling out their actor names before like the cards came up. And we're like, wow, Timmy really does know everything.
Wow.
Yeah. It's very impressive. Now, can you back it up and can we watch how that guy hands his friend the gun for a second?
I don't have time to fool around. Where's the scroll? I got it.
He's just like
right at my heart.
Right at him.
Yeah, here. Yeah. All right.
This guy goes so hard in the dance, though, too. Like the guy in the jacket. I'm loving this guy right here in the dark jacket.
Bound to be around someplace.
I
like
those
it.
guys look like Wesley Crusher.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I love those beach blanket bingo movies too. They're so like campy. And this is right up the alley. I think this did a good job of it. I wish it was a little longer. But for what we got of it, I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 2 points.
2 points from the slut boy.
I'm going to give it 1. It wasn't fun enough for 2.
I kind of agree with that. I'm like on the fence, but I'm going to go 2 points since we've been like kind of on the more modest side.
So chat has given that 80% no. So that gets 0 from chat. Did you say 1 or 0, Zach? Zach says 1.
1.
So it's going to be 4 points total. Going to Lobaka.
Cool.
2 points for the slut boy. That's a funny clip.
He was saying too many clippable things that night that I was like, now you're just doing it on purpose.
He was saying too many what things?
Clippable things. He was just saying stuff that I'm like, you're just trying to be iconic right now.
What was he fighting with people about?
Last week, I don't think we fought too much, but you know,
on the night where that was recorded, that wasn't recorded last week.
Wait, Nate, have you and Timmy ever gotten in like a real heated argument on the show?
I think that answers your question.
Does it? Does that mean
silence here?
I'm sure we have, but I think
it's fun that you guys are comfortable enough around each other to do that.
Well, I think we both release it, you know, like we'll fight about stuff where he takes certain things like very seriously that I don't, like kung fu movies and stuff he takes very seriously. And I was saying that Karate Kid was the best kung fu movie. And he got very upset. Also,
he got actually angry, or he got like, you know, argumentative.
What are you doing?
Sam, are you huffing like paint or something?
I opened up my.
Is that like nitrous oxide in your lap there?
All right, Zach. Actually, this is really funny. The biggest fight Timmy and I got on stream was me making fun of South Dakota and him getting mad because I have to research my jokes. Then you guys had a stream together that I was running like off camera, and I thought you guys couldn't see me. And then you guys were talking about it, and you're like, I'm not going to research making fun of South Dakota. And he was like, yeah, it's fine. That's fine. And I was like losing my mind because that's what he was so mad at. And then you were like, you could see me. And I did not realize that you could see me at the time. So it was kind of funny. But yeah, that was the biggest fight we got into. But it's normally like I don't take kung fu as seriously as he does, which is fine. Like he knows his shit, and I defer to him on a lot of stuff. But man, Karate Kid's a great movie.
Maliki Beat says, my girlfriend is watching guys try to be funny. So that means she's like watching like this, like, okay, well, let's see if this little show's any good. Is that what's happening?
Yeah. You know, when you're trying to explain, you got to see this. It's really good. Like you're playing music to somebody and they're like, okay, it gets good. You just have to wait.
Usually it's a lot better than this. Right now, it's
still early.
Yeah. I promise they will be funny. I'm going to turn it off.
There was a time we got raided by a friend of ours. And
Zach's into fight stuff, though. Zach might know him.
Oh, do you know Nathan Barnett?
No.
Yeah, he's
like an LA comedian, and he has done this thing called Creator Clash, where it's like influencers boxing each other, and he's like won. I think he's only done 2, but both of them, he won his matches like not long into the first round.
He's never done a second round.
I'm Google imaging him, and he looks jacked.
He's jacked. Yeah.
Is he Travis from GTA 5?
He did that character. Yeah, he did that character for some videos. But he's, I think he's worked with Trevor on some things. He knew Trevor. But he rated us with like 1,000 people. And so the Creator Clash had just happened. And it's all streamers, actually boxing streamers. And he crushed this guy. So we played the video of him doing his ring entrance, which you've been to these fights, and it's huge. It's like in a big arena with like, you know, just as big as any of these MMA things that you love. But he just booked it as fast as he could, running into the ring, and then flipped into the ring. The guy shows up and he just destroys this guy. And so Timmy was like, Timmy had been drinking, or no, Timmy ate a gummy, so he was bored right away.
Yeah, well, so anyway, we watched it, and we were talking about it. And Timmy was like, all right, let's, like, you guys, we've been talking about this for like a half hour. And he kept on talking about how long we've been talking about this thing. And we're just trying to, like, we just got rated by 1,000 people. We're just trying to, like, be like, hey, thank you. And also, here's this cool thing that this person did. And then the next week he was like, yeah, sorry I don't talk about these things for like a half hour. And it's like, we were like, really, like, I don't think it was as long as you think. And I think that night, Nate, later on, you got a text from him that was like, yeah, sorry, I just ate a gummy when that guy raided, and it was starting to kick in, right? Or something like that. Like, so he was like, really?
In South Dakota?
Don't know.
I don't know. Out of Timmy.
We're the wrong people to ask.
Oh man, this is so good. This is bad.
None of us are okay with researching our jokes about South Dakota. I think that's been established.
This is all bad stuff. You guys
Filled with Garbage has the best point though. Spicy Timmy is the best Timmy. So if it was like, you know, calm and collected,
there's no doubt
Timmy,
about that.
It was not. So Timmy, I know you're watching. We love you. Please don't fight with me. I'm sorry.
Are you guys going to apologize about outing his illegal behavior?
Yeah, sorry. No, actually, I think weed is legal in South Dakota. I think
I highly doubt that.
I feel like he's mentioned that.
There's no way.
One of those big biker rally things.
We got to find out.
South Dakota, right?
Is weed legal in South Dakota?
It's J Dog and the BOYZ says it's punishable by death. South Dakota.
Recreational marijuana is still illegal.
Okay.
Delta 8
but
is legal.
Medicinal. All right. Paul Walker's brother would know what. How do we know what weed Timmy buys?
All right, let's watch the next trailer. How about that?
All right. Yes. Next trailer.
You guys have been talking about this for like a half an hour.
I know, right?
To be fair, you guys are pretty loquacious. You're not the most like to the point dudes I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, but also Timmy is way to the point, and you know he doesn't like to go on tangents ever too. So that's
loquacious. We'll look it up later.
1994. After the oil wars. After the destruction of the cities,
this song rules.
Ruthless warlord
really fucking
rules
does.
what's left.
I'm really into this.
World. His weapon: 20 tons of bulletproof armor on wheels. Battle truck.
Stop firing. Or I will completely destroy.
Did you see the flare that guy had jumping out of the thing?
Good morning. My name is Colonel Striker.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't come in.
Who's in
This is
charge
great.
here?
Battle Truck.
Awesome title.
Only one man dared oppose him. Hunter.
No one can hold out against us.
There's always a way to fight back.
Oh, is that the guy from Warriors?
Yeah.
I think so.
How do I find this hunter? Up in the mountains somewhere. Throw this. Try again.
Try again. There's real production value here.
I think this is Italy.
This is awesome.
Your time is over, old man.
They're showing us the whole end of the movie.
Battle Truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not need to be 3 minutes long. You already have it.
That font is amazing. Look at that font. Love that.
Not yet, kid.
That's like A+ right there, font. Love that.
Yeah.
I like the soft like glow of it too. That's just fun.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. It's not like a drop shadow. It's like it's like if you made the drop shadow like a fuzzy white. Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Battle Truck. That's a 2 for me, dog.
Easy. What is the context?
That's a no-brainer.
This movie is a New Zealand movie, apparently.
No. Really?
New Zealand Mad Max ripoff. Battle Truck, motherfucker.
I'm all about it.
Simple. Straight to the point. My only negatives are like, they could have stopped them like after 2 minutes, a minute and a half.
But, I'm not going to watch that movie, so I appreciate it.
Yeah.
As a trailer, I'm like, give me everything.
I am going to watch that movie. That's coming to a Plex.
Let me know if it's good.
Battle Truck, 2 points from me. I think I love the idea that like you're not naming the movie after your hero, you're naming your movie after the device of the villain, like the thing that gives the villain power,
I like that.
It's like if you called Star Wars Death Star.
That's a fucking good name for a movie. I'd watch a fuck.
That's a better name than Star Wars. They fucked up.
Yeah.
The whole thing should be called Death Star.
Yeah.
That's
Did you hear there's a new Death Star movie coming out?
That's so much better.
Yeah. And it does kind of justify how, like, so many of the movies can be about the Death Star,
It's actually
there's a new Death Star.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Death Star is way better. Unbelievable.
Did you hear in this one the Death Star is a planet? Oh, cool.
Cool.
This one really
Did you
only
hear
has.
that in the new Death Star movie? They don't even talk about the Death Star. It's like not even like part of the story. That's rad.
Yeah.
I can't tell if these people are just being trolls, Zach Touchdown and Jordy 3, but they voted no on it. So
wow,
this almost had 100%, and 100% votes get 4 points. But these two people,
hey man,
Zach Touchdown. I voted 1 also. Just scroll the chat. Yeah, I saw you voted 1. Cool. All right, so that gets
scroll the chat, dude. Just scroll
3
it.
points.
Then you will believe me.
3 points. And then we gave it adjusted. That's a 5 points. So that's 8 points.
8-point trailer.
Who's getting them?
round. That is Poop Riot.
Hey, Poop Riot. Sick.
Who's next?
You.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's fucking go.
Where demonic possession lives and evil penetrates the soul. Step inside, if you dare.
Who are you?
Jessica has gone beyond the door. At first, she didn't believe, but she does now.
I love that.
George, you can help me, George. Take me away from here.
Remember Jessica, how beautiful she was. Sensitive, like a child.
This is my child, mine, do you hear? I'll never let you kill it. It will be born. I'll kill anyone who tries to take him from me. I'll kill you! I'll kill you! Mommy! Mommy!
Inside her, a new life is struggling desperately
Oh,
to
wow.
compel
They took
itself.
the same
That's
guy.
good. That's really good, dude. Are you kidding?
Just as I thought. I knew it.
Is that all you're going to do to help me?
Biological absurdity. That the development of the fetus is proceeding with absolutely incredible speed.
Papa, don't leave Ken and me alone again with Mommy.
You can't stand the thought of there existing beings so powerful and strong as to break through.
No one must attempt to interfere with her pregnancy, you understand? The child must be born.
Beyond the door, where demonic possession lives and grows and grows and... Beyond
Like
the
that at the
door,
end.
we dare you not to believe.
Love it.
Cool. Again, I gotta say, dude, the fonts of the
At first, she didn't believe, but she...
that's great.
Yeah.
I give it one.
These damn Christian movies, though, you know?
Yeah. I do feel like
it's-
the head turning was like really great.
Yeah.
I'm
Even though
surprised
Exorcist
they used the
did
same
it.
gag, though. Yeah. Is this
Great gag.
This looked kind of Exorcist. I mean, obviously the Exorcist,
Well,
but it also looked
It looked like
there
the
was-
Omen and the
Yeah, The
Exorcist,
Omen.
and a little bit of like Rosemary's Baby in there too. You know,
Well,
like that.
guys, the thing is that this is 1974. When was The Exorcist? I feel like The Exorcist was later than that.
that's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. Hang on, I have to know.
I would guess like 1978, but 73.
71.
Okay.
Wait. The novel was 71. The movie 73. So it was like right on the
Something.
heels.
Right on the heels. All right, yeah. So definitely,
It's a cash in for sure.
yeah.
Is there a bell ringing?
Is that my AC?
I don't know.
Is it
I'm
me?
the only one that can hear it. Don't worry about it.
Take Ship says, I just said that, Zach. What did you say, Take Ship? I don't know what you say. Maybe you said it out loud to yourself in your room. What's next? How do we do with that score?
I'm giving it 2 points. I assume you guys.
I'm
are
gonna
both
give it
giving-
2 points too.
Yeah, so-
No, Zach said 1 point.
I give it one.
Really? What didn't you
I mean,
like
look,
about it?
I liked it, but it's not like a banger. Like, I'm sure we're going to have better. I give it one. I'm going with my gut.
Optimistic.
He's voting his heart. That's fine.
Voting my heart, Nate. Okay?
That's 4 points from us, and chat is
Maybe if more people voted their
80%.
heart, Joe Biden wouldn't be president right now. So just think about that.
7 points, Zach. Who gets those 7 points?
Oh, shit. I got to get better about this. What was the name of that movie?
Beyond the Door.
Beyond that, I don't fucking know where it is, man. God damn it. There's 1,000 movies in here.
There's 140.
I never remember this shit to looking for this.
Hold on.
Oh wait, there it is. There it is. 29. So that is Count Pupper.
Count Pupper. Okay. Sam, are you putting in the points for Zach?
How much was
my
that
points
one?
in, dog?
7 points.
And the context said Italian exorcist ripoff. All right.
All right. Next one. You ready?
Yeah.
We have credible evidence that there's an airliner with an IED outbound of New York today. They must ground that flight immediately. Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
Maintain altitude below 1,300 feet.
Obstacle approaching. We have no choice before we crash. 2191 surpassed 1,300.
Maintain until further instructions.
Where is it? It's detecting signals. We can't land the plane.
It's set to explode when you extend the landing gear.
We need your help.
What's that?
This is Banshee and Smoke. We're in the air. Coastal Air, we're here to help bring you down safe and sound.
21901. I have an unidentified aircraft moving your way extremely fast.
Threat hostile.
Copper 2, engage.
That's your 6.
It's got a lock on me. It's locked!
We've only got 10 minutes.
They're gonna kill all of us!
The impact of the landing can set off a blast.
So what are they gonna do? I have to throw it out of the plane over the ocean.
Open the hatch!
Coastal, you're under attack. Incoming MiG.
It's gonna hit that plane. Bandit targeting Coastal.
Wow. The balls on that movie, dude.
Balls.
Why is there like 10 more seconds of trailer? It's just like
I don't know. It's
blank
still going.
now.
It's gonna happen.
They were supposed to hand in a minute 38 trailer.
Yeah, man. That was. There were a couple shots that looked really good, and there were a couple of shots that looked just like shamefully awful. You know what I mean? It was like weird.
I can't believe they made a sequel to Top Gunner after like what was it, like 25 years? That's crazy. Yeah.
The same cast, you know?
Yeah, well, it's wild. I am really impressed at like how little they were, how confusing they were able to make that trailer. Like, what the fuck is going? So the plot is that there's a bomb on an airliner, and there's this whole thing where they're like, we have to do something about this bomb that'll go off when the airliner puts its landing gear down, but also there's like a bunch of MiGs trying to attack it, and then also it looked like at some point like a jet, like a full jet, crashes into the airliner, and the airliner's fine.
Yeah, there was a lot going on there that I didn't.
Honestly, my brain just kind of turned off midway through, and I was just like looking at things. You know, I wasn't even.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't have even occurred to me to try and get into the logic as deep as you just got, because I was just like, planes.
It was kind of like Speed.
Yeah,
it was kind of like Speed. Like
someone said, Speed plus Top Gun plus Executive Decision.
Yeah,
like, yeah.
Air Force One, little Air Force One in there.
Yeah, I at first I was like, how do they get like the? I mean, obviously they don't have the money to get jets, so I guess there's a lot of like stock footage of just fighter jets. I guess they use.
That's what I'm saying. It's like some of it looked great.
Yeah, I thought it was awful, so I'm giving it 0 points.
Oh, really? I was debating giving it 2.
But your heart, baby.
I'm giving it 2. I think that was like
I'm
such a
give
treat.
It 2 also, because here's why. It was so ridiculous that I was like fully engaged with kind of a smile on my face. It was not trying to be silly. It was trying to be a good movie, which I really respect.
Yeah.
And it's goofballs. I'm giving it 2.
It is goofballs.
And the title, Top Gunner Danger Zone, just a brazen, like, total lack of self-respect. Just going for it. I like that.
I love how you also tuned out through like half of it too, and you're giving
Yeah,
it
totally. But it wasn't that I wasn't like paying attention to the trailer. I was just distracted by like the special effects, and like this is what I always do when I watch anything is my brain starts nitpicking stuff on the frame, and I forget what's going on in the story. I can't tell you the plot of like any superhero movie ever because I'm just like,
well, I mean,
shit.
I think that was like the perfect trailer to do that too, because like the plot, like that's truly what the trailer was. The plot that they laid out made no sense at all.
Yeah, there was a bomb on a plane, and then other planes were trying to kill them, and they had to throw the bomb off. Am I missing anything?
That's pretty much
I got it.
Like, what's the plan? What's everyone else's? Like, why are the other planes trying to kill the plane with the bomb on it?
I don't know.
It already has a bomb on it. What, you're trying to blow up
they have
the
a
bomb?
Leave them alone. They're going to die. It's the dumbest plan ever.
So that's 3 points from us, and Chad has given it 1 point, so it's going to be 4 points for who?
Wait, maybe it's this, which is actually kind of an interesting thing. Maybe it's like Russia put a bomb on this plane, and then America's like
going to shoot it down. Maybe those are American ships that
and
are
then
coming to kill it.
And then the Russians are like, no, we need to send our MiGs to protect it. And so we're following, not only are we following the people on the plane, we're following the Americans who are trying to kill the people on the plane to save everyone.
Yeah. Like, what if on September 11th, that plane that got shot down in Pennsylvania, and they were like, we got to kill those American fighter jets on our tail. They're going to shoot us down. And they're like throwing shit at the fighter jets and taking them out.
That's a cool movie.
They like throw a terrorist at the fighter jet.
There was a scene in the trailer that looked like that. It looked like the passenger plane banked, something fell off of it like luggage, and it hit a fighter jet, and the fighter jet blew up.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm
telling you, it's a cool movie, man. 2 points.
The context says, I can't believe they made a sequel. The first one was freaking horrible, but somehow it got a sequel. I don't know anymore. That one's for Speed Punk 1996, getting 4 points. Sam, you're up next.
Who's up? Me?
Sam.
Okay.
What if the movie turned into a 9/11 plot twist like they did in Twilight? Did they do a 9/11 plot twist in Twilight?
There's that movie with Twilight in it that does a 9/11 plot twist. I forget what it's called. Where it's like a rom-com, not a rom-com, but like a romantic movie, and then at the end, Robert Pattinson decides that he's going to go work for his dad, and then it turns out his dad works at the World Trade Center.
Huh.
And it's September 11th.
All right, Sam, put one
All
in
right.
there.
Ooh, red band.
Guy from Police Story?
I'm guessing this is a ripoff of The Thing, right?
That's George Kennedy.
Oh wow, and Alien. Okay, here we go. That's pretty good.
Cool.
That's a good trailer. I mean, so I guarantee you that trailer is 1,000 times better than that movie.
Yeah. The context says it's a knockoff of Alien, but it looks good. Great suspense build up in this trailer. 1989. Yeah.
Good music too. I like how the music is just like going and going, and I liked it. That's a 2.
I feel like reading that it was like an Alien ripoff, and like seeing the beginning and like seeing how it's on Earth and stuff like that, I was like, is this gonna be an Alien ripoff, or is it just gonna have an alien in it? And then like it was legit. Like they were clearly influenced by Alien and trying to
it's definitely a ripoff.
Replicate,
it's big time. Like I can't believe they would let that thing come out of the chest like that. Like that's egregious, but that's kind of why I liked it, because there's just like it's a real ripoff. It's a bullseye for the game tonight.
Yeah,
I definitely thought it was the thing.
Me.
Like at first, there's a scene very early on, and you kind of see like hips, and it's like a woman in underwear, and I was like, oh, like Alien. That was my connection to Alien, and then I was like, oh no, it's the thing. But it was the woman in tiny underwear that made me think it was Alien first. But yeah, I thought that was great. I'm giving that 2 points as well. And George Kennedy, though, like in it, like there's no dialogue, but I was like, is it a comedy?
Yeah, because what has he been in? What do we know him from?
Well, he was in I mean, we know him from Naked Gun, but we also know him from Cool Hand Luke. He was a pretty big actor of his time,
Yeah, he was the guy when they were doing the car wash, where the lady was like wash the car. He's the one who's like, it's gonna bust, I'm telling you. I remember that.
Yeah. He was in. There's a really cool 70s movie about the Boston Strangler called The Boston Strangler, and he's in that, and it's a really cool, weird, unique movie. And he plays a cop in that. Very, very George Kennedy role.
That's a crazy trailer for that movie. It's like, I haven't seen it. Have you seen the movie?
What? Boston Strangler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trailer for that is fun. We've seen the trailer before, and I was like, man, this is cool.
Oh, really?
Shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's very like M. You ever see the movie M?
No. It's Tony Curtis,
right? Tony Curtis is in it. There's a big cast. Like it's like very much like it jumps around a lot. Like it kind of like is like the first half of the movie or 3/4 of the movie, you're not really centralized around a character, and then it kind of gains a point of view as it goes on.
My only sound drop from that is this one.
Woman's breasts.
On the trailer. All right, so I liked that. I'm giving that 2 points. Did you guys both say 2 points?
2.
2, yeah.
So that's going to be
great.
5 from us. Chat has given it 3. That's 8 points. Who's getting them? What's the context?
I told you the context already, and that is Chips and Fips. Chish and Fips.
Chish and Fips.
Yeah. All right, Zach, what do you got?
Ready? Here we go.
Hey, who's there?
Black Devil Doll. Meet a convicted killer on death row.
We are just moments away from the state-ordered execution in 1960 blackmails and radical Mumia Abu-Jamal.
Mumia Abu-Jamal, the real guy.
Is anyone out there?
Fate brings them together.
Get this shit off my lap. This is some tasty ass pussy. Reminds me of my mama's fried chicken.
His soul trapped in a motherfucking puppet. This serial rapist is getting a second chance at life and love. But that was no fun. So while his gal goes out for some fries, her friends start dropping like flies.
Oh, Black Devil Doll, I want you inside me now.
The saying goes, once you go black, you can never go back. But once you go black puppet, nothing can trump it. This doll don't take no shit, but he does give a shit. Literally. See Black Devil Doll. Coming soon.
Problematic.
He jizzed on the window.
No.
Yes.
No, he didn't.
This doll don't take no
I'm
literally.
gonna have to watch it again.
Black Devil Doll. Coming soon.
That's the worst thing I've ever seen. 2 points. I'm not convinced that wasn't made by white people who have just made an incredibly racist movie. Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Also, the balls on them to like name the murder of Mumia Abu Jamal, which is like so offensive. This is egregious stuff.
Oh yeah, sorry, I had to turn your levels down. Sorry guys. There was an echo during that. Yeah, that one was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Sorry, I missed all of that. Sorry, guys. Zach said he really liked it.
Zach said, hey, that is like one of the most offensive things I've ever seen. That is,
he loved it.
Zach said he's best friends with the white guy that made that.
Zach has a lot of heavy hitter friends. This is one of them.
Do we just move on from Black Devil Doll? I can't believe what I just watched. How is that a ripoff? It's a ripoff of Child's Play.
Yeah. Here's my question: the guy that got murdered or electrocuted in the beginning. I may have missed this. I may be having trouble with like my interpretation.
They said it was Mumia Abu Jamal. That's so insane that they said.
I thought it was like a white guy.
It looked kind of like. All right.
I'm having trouble. Like I don't know. This is it. I guess. Okay, now I see it was not a white guy. I was like,
yeah. No, but I get you. Like, I think they're
hardly.
The shots.
This might be a movie made by white supremacists. It's from a production
surprise.
Rotten Cotton.
That's what it was called.
That was the production tag you were just on there.
Oh, jeez.
I don't see any black people in this movie other than the puppet and the guy who gets murdered, who gets electrocuted.
Yeah. That's kind of a rough production card there. Lowest common denominator films.
Well, this is terrible. Why don't we just move on from this? I don't even know.
Okay.
You gave it 2 points, though.
Yeah, 2 points. I give it 0 points.
I'm not saying it's a good movie or I support it. I say that's a shocking,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Vote your heart. I'm gonna vote my heart and 0 points.
Chad has given it 2 points. It landed on the side of yes, 52%. So that's 2 plus 1. That's 3 points. Who's getting them, Zach?
That goes to Guy Incognito. And we give it points. Number 6.
Guy Incognito, former winner of the show. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
How many points was that?
3.
3. Yes. Okay. Cool.
Ready?
Yeah. This is wild.
Oh, look. That guy went sideways there.
劉德華飾演鐵面，郭富城飾演阿龍，張學友飾演軍佬，任德華飾演發達星，鄭伊健飾演阿 Ken， 邱淑貞飾演春麗。張衛健飾演大雄。
Is that Goku?
早晨啊，技哥！呢個暑假成班街霸嚟學校陪你玩餐勁嘅。
哇！乜個新生咁老㗎？
你講咩啊？嚇，咁都得？乜你識脱㗎？唔係脱㗎喎，淨係黐喺度啊，行滅肥就得啦。呢個男仔一把公尺咧，哇，健步如飛啊！9號喺後邊吐晒口水啊，唔使睇啊！哇，兩隻就捉我咗啲影相啦。
What the hell is this movie？
小姐啊，小姐，你唔好鬧二官啦，如果唔係少少錢都唔俾我噶啦。
原來你咁慘㗎，我仲以為你係色狼添喎。咁咧，你淨係服侍我，我每日俾50蚊你啊？
唔得，我唔使女人錢。
咁啊，你都淨係服侍我，我叫我哥俾50蚊你啊？
咁啊得。喂，唔該攞翻啲嘢。
好啊。
好舒服。佢哋去1993年做咩？救命啊！賊啊！賊啊！啊！鬼啊！鬼啊！可唔可以幫到你手啊？使唔使幫你手啊？
Wait, are these like straight up Street Fighter characters?
你繼續收你做咩？但我不嬲學大佬嚟噶喎。
Yeah.
阿 Ken， 掃把頭！我要你快啲放開小維。
Blaine just says, this movie's a wild ride. I don't think the trailer even touches on the part where Andy Liu teleports a lady into a Mario arcade to date R-word her and advocates for the euthanasia of AIDS patients. No, I don't think we're getting that in the trailer so far.
Wow.
對付你呢啲咁嘅人，只係得一種辦法，就係夾越。
Is this Street Fighter?
I don't know what I'm watching.
It's Street Fighter and Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, it's like Blanca there and
yeah. There was a guy that looked exactly like Dalton.
Yeah, with the stretchy legs and everything. This is like Ryu. And Future Cops? Future Cops? What I saw coming there at all.
Yeah, Future Cops.
That was insane.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a long fucking trailer. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's like 5 minutes long.
The long runtime of this trailer is sort of necessary as this Hong Kong ripoff of Street Fighter and Dragon Ball has serious Mad Max vibes. This movie is an insanely over-the-top clusterfuck of a movie which can be watched in full on YouTube. And then that part with like the Mario warp and all the stuff Flanger was saying, yeah, I don't think that was reflected in the trailer at all, but that definitely sound wild.
Cray.
I'm gonna give that a 1. I liked it. I thought it was like very bizarre. I kind of watched it where I'm sweaty. I'm sorry, but it was a little long and a little like the craziness didn't lead to much for me.
I agree. One for me was too long, but it was cool. I thought it was a cool trailer.
Yeah, I have to also do one. It went too long for me. It could have had like half of that craziness in a 2-3 minute. I mean, 3 minutes would have been too long, but that's the only reason I would have given it a lower score. Is long, but it does look crazy. Has anyone in chat seen this besides Flanger? That seems it seems there's a lot going on. Also, some involvement from a weird religious cult. All the school scenes were shot in one of their schools.
Oh, weird. Like in real life, Flanger. That's what you're saying.
So chat has fallen on the yes side of that. So it's getting 2 points from chat. 2 points from us. That's 4 points for Future Cops going to Away, Stork, Obey.
Okay, so it's my turn, right? All right.
Linda says, yes, that's why there's such anti-AIDS stuff brought up. Oh, because of the religious cult? Because of religious school? They did that at religious school? Comes up out of nowhere. Dang.
Okay, cool. Got one here.
The most beautiful view in the world, Sugarloaf Mountain, overlooking Rio de Janeiro, where the most famous restaurant belongs to a mouse. Meet Marcel Toyne, proud owner of restaurant Ratatouille. Chef Toyne knows the secret of every great chef. To prepare the most delicious meals, you must find the freshest ingredients. To keep a full restaurant and to keep your competition guessing, you have to go out on a limb. Do what it takes to stay #1, all while guarding your recipes, keeping them a secret. That's how you beat the competition. Each week, Marcel and his team get into gear, prepare for their covert mission, raiding the Humans restaurant. For the tastiest treats, use wits. Dodge traps. Climb counters. And bribe the cat? Can Marcel and his crew avoid the human traps? Defy all danger? Overcome the worst challenges? And triumph over even the biggest obstacles? Ratatouille, where the best cuisine is found. Or stolen. Where secret ingredients are, so delectable. A connoisseur's paradise, if you're a mouse.
What was that dish at the end? It looked like crap with tongues coming out of it.
Paradise, so delectable. Secret ingredients are, so delectable. A connoisseur's paradise. So delectable. A connoisseur's paradise.
What the fuck?
If you're a mouse.
I think there were peas in it.
Look, I think what's really funny is that, like, you always hear about how litigious Disney is, but with Ratatouille out there, how litigious can they be? I mean,
I think it's really funny calling it ratatouille because ratatouille, is a dish. It's called ratatouille, and it's a rat. But with ratatouille, what's the wordplay there?
That's crazy.
Maybe it is like as close to ratatouille that you can be legally.
Yeah.
Like,
why was it in Brazil?
I think it's because it was a Brazilian movie.
Yeah, it's probably a Brazilian movie, dude.
But it's funny. It's funny that like the context is just a blatant Pixar ripoff. I just think it's funny that it's like, it like Ratatouille, they're in Paris. It makes sense. And this, they're just like, yeah, we're in Brazil. You know, like, because, you know, Brazilian food's the... No. I lost the train there. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
It's from a Brazilian studio that makes a bunch of these quality ripoffs, or those quality ripoffs. So interesting. Cathode Ray TV. It's a good joke. Technically, it's Ratatouille Monster if it comes from the Ratatouille region of France.
Yeah.
It's a big bartender joke. I am going to give it 1 point because it was like bad, but also like every new part of it was like so ridiculous. I was like, what? Like when they go into like their secret covert mission to the restaurant. I was like, wait, what? And it definitely gave me Titanic 2 vibes, which I like. So I'm gonna give it 1 point.
It also seemed like they're trolling Disney at that point because one of the characters was wearing Mickey Mouse ears.
I mean, he's a rat. Aren't they rat ears?
But it's like it looked like a hat that he was wearing.
And his name was Mickey.
Yeah.
What do you guys give it for points?
I give it 1.
1, yeah.
All right, so that'll be 2 from us because of the adjustment. And chat has given it 1 point, so that's 3 points. Who's getting the 3 points?
World's Worst Boy.
World's Worst Boy. What do World's Boy Space say in the context? Or did we already read it? Sorry.
Blatant Pixar ripoff.
There we go. Makes sense. All right, you ready?
Ready.
Oh, wait. Is it my turn or Zach's turn? Sorry.
I think it's Zach's turn?
I think
Who picked
it might be
Ratatouille?
mine. Okay.
I picked Ratatouille.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yep. Oh, wait, hold on. I fucked up.
Deep in the steaming jungles of India, hidden from civilization, lives the legend of Goliathon and the untamed...
Hold on, I gotta start again. Sorry, guys.
Deep in the steaming jungles of India, hidden from civilization, lives the legend of Goliathon and the untamed white goddess. For centuries, explorers have tried to conquer the legend and failed. Now, one group of men are determined to succeed. Each step brings them closer to danger, closer to death. Each step brings them nearer the truth. The legend lives. Goliathon. To all that stand in his way, Goliathon is death and destruction.
These are real elephants.
Yeah.
Quicksand! Quicksand!
Oh, no. This looks cool.
Goliathon, a force more powerful, more destructive, more terrifying than anything known to the civilized world. Be prepared. Goliathon is coming your way.
Oh, it's a Shaw Brothers movie.
Oh, Shaw Brothers. Wow, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Peking Man. Mighty Peking Man, but it's called Goliathon.
Weird, man.
The miniature work in that was awesome.
Yeah, I like that. I thought that's a 2 for me, man.
Yeah, there was
2
also
points
a guy
from the slut boy.
There was a guy wrestling a real tiger in that.
I know.
trailer. That was wild. I mean,
yeah.
I think, making a movie should be safe, but still, there is something that is inherently entertaining about watching a guy wrestle a real-life tiger.
Yeah, and those I was like, those are real elephants knocking shit over. That was crazy to me, too. Was Goliathan, like... Did we ever see Goliathan? Like,
you saw his legs and his hands, but you never saw his face.
I kind of like that.
Here's another thing about that trailer that I give it real hard props for, which is I think that trailer had to be in some way like a restoration, or like the voiceover was very good, and they might have re-recorded that voiceover, but props on whoever made that trailer for not trying to make it a new trailer.
Yeah, to modernize
Instead, that it seems like they really focused on restoring what the trailer was.
Yeah. I give it 2 points too. I thought it was rad. In the symbolism of that lady getting the snake venom bite in the vagina, get it.
What is this symbolism?
Yeah, and it looked like a snake really bit her too. That was real.
The vagina.
Yeah, very impressive stuff, guys. I cannot find it in our spreadsheet.
Because it's probably under. Is it under the Mighty Peking Man or Goliathon?
I'm looking for both. Can't find it. I don't know.
Oh, that's Niamix.
Shaw Brothers ripoff of King Kong. It actually looks pretty good. Lots of animals attacking, villages being destroyed, and animal skin bikini-clad women, of course. The part I really liked in the miniature was he grabbed the like a column of bricks. It was like a structure, and he like started crushing it, and like bricks were falling off. And it's like, oh, the detail there is really cool.
Yeah.
So quality dynamics. I think, did all of us give that 2 points?
2 points, yeah. Also, we have a request in chat from Lydia Petunia asking you to please explain the symbolism of the snake biting the vagina.
It's like sexual. Like man's venom into the vagina, the male spitting cobra and the, I don't know. I just like saying vagina. Chat gave that 3 points. We gave him 5 points. That's an 8-point trailer to Niamix. Niamix. Getting up there. Right. Yeah, I liked that one a lot. I thought that was cool. I realized my window's open and my neighborhood is very, very quiet. And the other day, every time I say vagina, I'm sure like 4 houses can hear me say it at the top of my lungs. There we go.
That's dope, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
That's an alpha move right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I do. Fucking. Anyway. Right.
Well, hello, Gretchen.
Hello, Mrs. Leslie. Can Johnny come out?
We all, believe it or not, have a taste for it.
I heard he killed his mom.
Yeah, and when they found him, he was chewing on what was left of her remains.
And he was actually eating her?
Finger licking good.
Some recent research into serial killers indicates this area of the brain, the limbic system, has suffered damage when they were children. And many unlikely subjects become a threat.
The guy was a little nutty, if you ask me.
You think there's a chance he'll come back here? I really don't know.
Sausage? We didn't order any sausage.
Well, looks like sausage to me.
I don't think it's real.
This is probably all just one big practical joke.
He's out there then, waiting to kill the rest of the kids.
I'm over at the well site, 423 Archwood Drive. We're gonna have to transport a lot of bodies to the morgue.
Music.
Somebody let me out! Somebody help me!
It's another good title there, text and stuff.
Yeah, what a weird title though. Offerings? So strange.
Yeah.
1989's Offerings, which I have to assume, I don't even read the context, but I assume that's Halloween.
Yeah.
This is a near direct ripoff of Halloween. It has sound-alike to the theme. The killer is like Michael Myers, but with Down syndrome or something.
Yeah. The music is insane.
Yeah.
I liked the decision to like not give the killer a mask and just have him like
I like that too.
Somewhat
and he had like
off.
a weird vacant look that was kind of chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why is everyone saying problematic?
Because of the you remember it's on a delay, so they're saying
because he said Down syndrome.
Yeah, and now it's like I feel like I can't comment on the killer's look because I already said the context of that. So now I'm like anything I say, like he looked. It's gonna sound bad because I said that earlier. So yes.
But that's you just read it. You're making it sound
you read
worse.
a comment.
Yeah, you're making it sound like it's coming from
I'll
you.
say that guy
right
looked
now.
fucking terrifying. I give that a 1.
Problematic. I give it a 2, just because I feel like it looked good. It looked, it didn't look different enough, but the way it was put together looked interesting to me too. And that's something I would like to watch just to see how close it was.
I liked it. I'm gonna give it. I almost want to give it a 1, but I'll give it a 2. And I would say I'm almost giving it a 1 because it wasn't like a bad new trailer, but it definitely like had a new trailer vibe to it. Like that wasn't the original trailer, and you could tell. But it was pretty restrained.
It was interesting to me.
But towards
like
the end, it just kind of bummed me out a little.
How can you tell that wasn't the original trailer?
Because of the titles towards the end, when it. The way it's edited together.
Like an 89 original trailer would have transfers.
And that Offerings logo kind of like edited over there is definitely like a digital thing.
Cool.
I'm gonna give that 2 points because I just thought it was interesting.
2 points from the slut boy.
I'm gonna laugh every time I hear that. 2 points from the slut boy.
I'll eat anything once. You're a bad person.
We should make
spray it all over my chest in here.
Give me more.
Slut boy. I'll eat anything once. Spray it all over my chest and hair.
Yeah, there's a bunch. So that gets Zach said 1, so it's 4 points from us. Chat is giving it 2 points. That's 6 points going to the person who said Down syndrome. That's going to be Butterfly Beulah. So, direct your letters to him, not me.
Spray it all over my chest and hair.
Spray it all over my chest and hair.
All right, Sam's back to you.
Okay. Here, I'm really curious about seeing this one. I'm not sure what it's a ripoff of, though. I mean, maybe you guys will be able to tell.
You are going to a desert planet.
Planet Dune?
6 crew, we lost contact. We're going to send you in to rescue.
getting to set to planet Dune? I have visuals and reading. Coming in hard.
We gotta hurry. Oxygen's dropping faster than I'd like.
Guess we know what happened to the freighter crew.
There could still be survivors out there. Help! Come on, we gotta get off this rock.
There's more than one worm.
I'd like to request a retrieval team.
The crew's expendable. Dismissed, Captain.
God! They're not coming. Just get off this planet.
Did you feel that?
Do it! We can't stay here. They're too fast.
Planet Dune Part 1.
It's crazy. It's like this is how good technology's gotten, where you can have no money and put together effects that are that good. I mean, like I was watching Alien 3 today, Fincher, and there's a CGI shot of the alien that looks so much worse than anything in that trailer.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And that's obviously a ripoff of Tremors.
Right.
Yeah, it is really funny that you're like, all right, let's rip off Dune. And you make it a ripoff of Tremors. But also it's like there's source material for Dune.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
The story is.
Yeah. Like once we figured out, once somebody pointed out last week that it's like they start, production as soon as something's announced, and their goal is to get it out before the main thing. They know what Dune's going to be like. They're not playing a guessing game here. So it's hilarious to me that they were like, Tremors.
They don't even have to read the book. There's literally another movie they can watch.
Yeah. There's so much more.
And a miniseries. Yeah.
I give it a 1.
And I love how it's
I give it a 1
Dune.
too. Yeah.
I give it a 2. It's silly as fuck.
I almost gave it a 2. I'm not far from a 2.
I just think it's so off of where you think it's gonna go. And it it really is like a Tremors kind of thing, and they're space people. There's no indigenous people here, and the worms looked better than I thought they would. Honestly,
yeah, they look good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give it a 2. And both of you guys said 1.
Yeah.
What's the name of this company that makes all this shit?
Asylum.
So they did Moon Crash and
Transmorphers. Yeah, they do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think
Bullet Train Down.
What was it?
Bullet Train Down.
Oh, you're seeing all the. Hold on,
look
you
at
can
the
see.
thumbnail
Chat
there.
can see. It's suggesting all these other ones.
Yeah.
Mega Boa. Yeah. They did the Headless Horseman, which was insane silly.
Battle for Pandora.
Does it work for them? Do you think these things make money? Is this a profitable enterprise?
We talked about this too. Some people said it's a money laundering thing, and some people said in an international market, plus the people that aren't paying too much attention, they're like, oh, Transmorphers, like Sam was saying, your grandmother's like, oh, I bought you this Transformers DVD. But I don't know. They put out a lot of movies.
Yeah, wild.
I would expect that you would be able to tell us the answer.
How would I know?
Because you work in film production and can understand how this works. You'd be able to be like, oh yeah, they crank out movies because they sell them to Brazil or India and they make a ton of money there. I thought
probably. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea.
Zach, you make a lot of shitty movies, right?
or do you understand a lot of people say money laundering. So do you know how that works?
I guess because I'm sure it's very easy to hide a lot of money in film production, where you could eat a loss. You could definitely say oh man, I just spent $5 million on this movie and write it off as a tax thing, when really you only spent $300,000 and you could just it's such a tangled mess. So maybe if you're trying to hide it that way, I guess I don't know how you get money back.
Well, you could also like pad it with like, oh, I paid this person this much for this thing, and you overpay people, but that money's coming back to you in some way.
Yeah.
That was 2 points from chat, 3 points from us. That's 5 points going to who?
Wait, you gave it 2, right, Nate?
Yeah, but we subtract 1, so 1, 1. Oh wait, yeah, you're right. Sorry. 3 points from us. 2 points. Yeah, 5. There we go.
Okay.
Hottie fish.
We subtract a point to like even it out, because if you drop out and we're still doing the same thing, then all of a sudden it's like whoever's trailers get more when there's 3 people who gets more. Hottie fish did that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My turn?
Wait, that was yours, right?
Yeah. No, that was mine.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
What's your name?
My name is Whiplala.
Whiplala?
Based on the internationally adored classic Whiplala by Annie Schmidt.
This is unbelievable.
When an ordinary family finds an extraordinary creature living with them, his magic backfires, shrinking them all.
Do you have to stay this little for the rest of your lives?
Oh no! It's my fault that you guys are small.
I sort of like it.
Now they must all work together to get back to the right size.
Sorry.
So buckle up, hold on tight, and get ready for the biggest little adventure of your life. Help, I've Shrunk the Family.
I see you all walking around down there, and I think, wow, they're so small. But now I see you all up close.
Okay. Bizarre.
What country is that from? That definitely, like, they sounded American, but it didn't look American, so...
I mean, I think it was dubbed. It looked dubbed.
Okay.
I mean, there's a cheeseburger in the thumbnail there, so they're really trying to do American shit.
My guess would be that it's either like French or like from like Brussels or something.
Does it
like
say
that.
in the context? Somebody in chat.
I want to look at that.
I'll be right back.
It's maybe Cine.
I don't
maybe
know.
Italian.
So there should be a show you guys do where you do like a Mid-Journey contest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. We should do on the next Self-Suck. We should do a bunch of Mid-Journey shit.
Bunch of Mid-Journey like riffs, so you can come up with the coolest shit.
Yeah.
Remember that sketch where you're like, you remember that movie, Honey, I Shrunk Those Little Kids or some shit.
Yeah, I like that. Honey, what's the name of this again? Is Honey, I Shrunk the Family? Or
Well, that movie's Help, I've Shrunk the Family.
Help, I Shrunk. Yeah, it is like very close to that version of the name. Yeah. Right. Help, I've Shrunk the Family. It's just gonna give me like a core of results of like someone asking what to do if you've shrunk your family.
It's 58 on the spreadsheet. Guys, I'm gonna hop off pretty soon. I'm starting to feel it.
All right, 58 on the spreadsheet.
So it's based off of a Dutch book from 1957.
Okay, Dutch. All right.
Interesting.
It is funny that it's Help I've Shrunk the Family, and like immediately they're like based off of Whiplala.
Yeah.
What is Whiplala?
I think it's a book.
That's a book about that magic guy.
What did you guys give it for points?
I don't know. Kind of 2 because it's so perfect. You know, it's such a weird one, and it's like perfectly on theme. And I'm giving it 2. It took itself kind of seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I think it. Yeah,
they're not trying to like make a joke.
I'm gonna give it 1.
It's interesting. I wonder if I'll give it 2. Also, I wonder if it's a foreign movie that a company acquired, and then like we're like, hey, if we call it Help I've Shrunk the Family,
and
market it like that, we can it probably was called Whiplala.
Yeah.
World's Worst Boy says it's a blatant Whiplala ripoff. So that gets a total 4 points from us and 1 point from chat.
So that's 5 points going to fudgy stuff.
Ooh, fudgy stuff. All right. Okay. There's something here that's funny because I'll play this. The person who submitted this is going to pick up on. I'll explain it later. But I saw a trailer and I was like, ooh, and I saw the context, and it was a trap, and it was like, Nate, now that I have your attention, watch my other movie.
Are you going to play it?
Yeah, here we go.
He was a Christ follower in a city of Islam.
Supposed to be blue. Blue black.
Oh, here we go. There we go. You ain't never seen a black king before, huh?
Hollywood Magazine said that? Look at the stairs.
Yeah, get the stairs out of the shot.
Be careful what you wish for.
Survive.
We love to be incredible, the best man. His name is Aladdin.
Is this Jesus in Aladdin?
This is insanity.
For they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake. For theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
Oh my god, dude! I don't know if I should give it 2 or 1, or I mean 2 or 0. You know what I mean?
And it's just
like,
called Aladdin too.
It's just called Aladdin. That is the weirdest movie. It's like directly trying to be Aladdin, but it's also trying to be Jesus. It's like they're trying to like bait little kids into watching it for Aladdin, and then we'll stick them with the Jesus. You know what I mean? It's like ridiculous.
I mean, I go back to my previous comment about like it's weird that like Disney has this reputation of being very litigious, yet there's this movie that's called Aladdin when the live action, and I get like, okay, it's not Disney's story originally, but then these are clearly costumes from the Aladdin characters. Yeah, and I also think it's...
Sorry, continue.
I also think it's funny that they have, like, one of the characters making a joke about the genie being black when it's Aladdin with a bunch of white people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying, like, they're the ones who brought up race. Like,
yeah. I also like how it's Aladdin scenes and, like, Jesus Christ scenes and God, but they're not, like... They in the trailer you don't see where they connect. It looks like two separate movies cut together, you know?
This is a 2 for me. This movie is too insane.
Yeah.
Also, in the genie part, I gotta find this. I think this is
City.
The genie part was definitely a what the fuck moment. But
did you see that the director's named Vitality Versace?
Yeah. Versace Films, obviously. But I think these are like his real tattoos. I was like, is that from a character or something? And I'm like, no.
I'm sure.
That just they did.
Those are his real tattoos, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And he loves them.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. There we go. You ain't never seen the Black Genie before, huh?
Why did the genie disappear?
Too soon. Yeah.
I guarantee you on set when that guy was doing that, they were like sobbing with laughter. You know, they're like, no doubt about it.
There's like a touch of lavender in the genie too.
You guys ever read Hollywood Magazine?
Oh, I mean, I'm in the business.
Yeah, every day.
The best musical comedy of the year. I can understand, but like if you're like this is a comedy, that's the only scene you're presenting in the trailer that you're like this is a comedy. The rest of it does not push as comedy. But I'll say the context was another movie I was going to pick, and it says it's like this other movie in lingerie, and then it says, "Now that I have your attention, Nate, be a good Christian boy and pick Aladdin." I cut it down from 4 minutes, but it didn't really edit it, so it just ends abruptly. So it's definitely sandering. Yeah.
All right, guys, I have to go. That's 2 points for me on that one, and then I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys. This was fun. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for hanging,
Good
Zach.
seeing you, dude.
Good to see you.
And if you've ever been wondering, this is why we have the weird point system. So people don't get punished when we go from 3 hosts to 2 hosts, you know?
Exactly. So, so Zach gave that 2 points. I feel I have to give that 2 points as well.
I have to give it 2 points, yeah.
All right. And chat is giving it 2 points. So 7 points.
Oh, Resident, you guys could hear the AC.
To the man, the myth, the legend, Lanja. Yeah, it was, you know what? I was turning you down a bit though when it was getting too crazy though. I think maybe in the last scene when it was 3 people, I had a filter on it to kind of reduce the noise a bit. You looked hot, so I didn't want to ask you to turn it down.
Yeah, I did my Peloton before this, and I don't know if people know this, but if you're a great big fat guy and you work out at all, you don't stop sweating for hours. So that's why I had that headband on earlier.
That's true. You know what I have? Where'd it go? When I do Peloton or anything else at all that causes my body heat to raise a little bit, this is a gutter.
Yeah, I've seen you wear that before.
It's great. Because I'll like sweat directly into my eyes and be like blinded. So all this does is like send the sweat like behind my ears, down my sideburns. It's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, that was from Flanja. Good job, Flanja. Always some hot lava, especially because I like how there was like Nate pandering that I went for, and
what was the Nate pandering? Can you tell us what the?
I hope somebody else submits it. It was called Coven. It was like the craft in lingerie, and I was like, I'm in. And then it was like, Nate, now that I have your attention. Anyway,
that's really funny. Okay, let me see. All right.
Yeah, we could hear the AC, but also I think the echo from Zach's computer is also kind of drowning the AC out at the same time. So it was a little hard to get both things. So I was just like, you know what? We're going to go with what we have.
I could have turned it off and opened up the windows. That's all right.
It's odd because it got worse. It was like fine. I could barely hear it. And then it got like, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're moving forward.
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Moving on. All right.
Fuzzy Drug says it was okay. You talking about the sound? Did you get any good Zach clips? I don't know.
I think we should make a clip of Zach quoting Timmy's quote, because there's a real good clip of Zach going, "That's 2 points for the slut boy."
yeah, that's good.
All right.
Flynn just said, it's been a while since I managed to find something weird and Christian. This theme was a godsend. Yep.
Okay. Ready?
Ready.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। ये सब एक इत्तेफाक है।
ऐसा ही सपना सीमा ने भी देखा है प्रकाश। उसके हाथ पे भी ऐसा ही निशान है। कल रात मैंने एक सपना देखा, एक भयानक सपना।
That was rad.
अनीता, एक शैतानी शक्ति है जो बार बार मुझे परेशान कर रही है।
तुम्हारी इस बेटी और उससे वास्ता रखने वाले हर एक व्यक्ति को इस काल की बलि चढ़ाएगा, और इसी काल के चक्रव्यूह की वो रचना जो तुम सबको एक साथ मौत के मुंह में ले जाएगी कहलाएगी महाकाल।
I like the graphic there. What's the wagon wheel? What's the wagon wheel all about?
You know, dreams, wagon wheels.
Or is this what was that band? 108? The guy from Youth of Today. He was in that band, right? The Wheel of Samsara. Yeah, okay, yeah. All right, that's all right. It's not a wagon wheel, is it? Yeah. It's
the Dharma wheel?
Was on that album
Phantom
cover.
Spaceman.
Was it 108? Guy from Youth of Today had all those Krishna bands, and he had these on all the covers. Anyway, getting back to it, Mahakal. What does the context say there?
It says Call. A college student named Seema has a nightmare one night where a terrifying man with a steel claw glove goes to attack her. Later, her friend Anita also has the same nightmare and is attacked. This is a clear nightmare. This is a clear ripoff of Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah. Fun.
Oh, it's Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, okay. Now I see it.
Yeah, sorry about it. It got really loud in points there, and I was trying to like bring it down, and then it would like get loud again. Sam, have you ever watched a Fundy Fridays YouTube channel? It's great, and they're WKUK fans. Fundy Fridays.
No, and if anyone is a fan of us, I instantly lose respect for them.
It's all of you in chat.
That's I don't think everyone in chat is a fan of us.
Okay.
I mean, there's got to be some, right? Yeah, Fuzzy Drugs is hate watching. Yeah. Lydia Petunia, not a fan. I could tell. WKUK sucks. Yeah, definitely.
Thundermats is a fan of me. There you go. So do you respect Thundermats, right?
Yeah. I love a good nihilist.
Even though like none of this was in English, I liked it. And I have to give that a 2 points. A 2 points.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I like the shot of the guy in the pit of snakes, and there's like 8 snakes.
And they're all like not really close to him. He's got like one on him.
Yeah. I'm gonna also give it 2 points. Yeah.
2 points for the slut boy Sam. Okay. People still voting? Snakes aren't interested. Poop Pride says they only watch unpopular Twitch streams.
Checks out.
Yeah. So chat has given that 2 points as well. Did you say 2?
So yeah, 6 points to
6 points.
Diet Aubrey Plaza.
DAP. 2 I want to see. It's tough when like go. Ready for the next one, Sammy?
Yes.
Each year, 10,000 tourists visit Ocean Beach. This summer, Ocean Beach has attracted something else. American International presents Tentacles. It slept until man disturbed it.
Test it what? Oh, tentacles.
With a fury no man could control, rising from the ocean floor to bring destruction and death. Tentacles. A chilling tale of nature gone wild as 2 of the sea's deadliest enemies fight to the death. Starring John Huston, Shelley Winters, Bo Hopkins, Claude Akins, and Henry Fonda.
Wow, that's crazy.
The most gripping suspense you will ever experience. Rated PG.
That's pretty short. I wish that was longer.
Wait, what's Bo Hopkins from?
I did not recognize that name, but I recognize. I've seen on some of the other Twitch channels, or there are other Twitch channels that do watch parties and stuff, and one did a whole slew of movies that were ripoffs of Jaws, and there are a ton of them. So this is obviously a Jaws ripoff, but I was surprised. Like there's all the ones you know, And then, you know, like I've never heard of Tentacles, but there's a ton that I've never heard of. Who Pride says this is a movie for suckers.
It is funny that it's almost like the like crypto of its time. Like someone made Jaws, and Jaws was like a bigger financial success than like anything of its time. And then so a bunch of people were like, oh, all you got to do is make like a sea monster movie and you get tons of money. Okay, sign me up.
Bitcoin?
Yeah.
Why is tonight's theme not called Your Dick Will Rip Off? You'll dick, you rip your rip off? You'll dick your rip off. Am I saying that right? The chat GPT of their time. The ocean is terrifying, though. Yeah, it is true. There's a lot of scary stuff in the ocean. A weird analogy from Sam.
Sorry. Yeah.
I get what you're saying, though.
Bo
had
Hopkins.
I can't read.
Was in a lot of westerns. He was in the Wild Bunch. You'd recognize him.
The one thing that makes me interested in this is that there are like real actors in it. Shit. No?
Yeah, totally. It must be that thing where everyone's like, oh, like let's jump on this train, you know, like I want to do my, you know, Jaws. It's doing good for this Richard Dreyfuss guy.
Yeah. Which is the bad Jaws? Is that Jaws 3? That's the one I really want to watch now. The Revenge? Or is that 2?
The Revenge, it's 4.
4?
Yeah.
How is 4 The Revenge? When you have 2 other... My favorite Jaws movie is the one that everyone hates when it's in like the Aqua theme park.
That's 3.
SeaWorld? Yeah, I love that one. I fucking love that one.
My favorite Jaws movie is the first one. The second one's surprisingly good too, I feel like.
Yeah, speaking of Jaws, we just had... I was thinking about watching that for a watch party for a 4th of July theme, but instead we watched Last Summer.
Ooh.
So chat gave this 1 point. I'm going to give it 1 point as well, just because I wished it was longer. It didn't really give me a whole lot. It was like scenes of like a octopus squid in the water, and then like people, like there wasn't a lot there for it.
Yeah, I'll give it 1 point also.
That's 3 points going to Tentacles. Silent Tally. Instead of a shark, we have an octopus, but we have Henry Fonda, John Huston, Sheriff Lobo as the leads. Sheriff Lobo. It's Italian mockbuster. Is that Bo whatever?
I don't know. I clicked off of that thing. Sorry, I'm looking for it.
Have there been submarine horror movies? I don't know.
I'm sure. I mean, you know, there's been like like Abyss, but like more horror based kind of movies.
Yeah.
What was that one? Deep
Star 6?
Deep Star 6, I think. Yeah, right. Isn't that a submarine based movie?
Leviathan.
Leviathan. Yeah. Sphere. Yeah.
Sphere, I don't think really is in the same category. No? Sphere?
I mean, I think you could call it a horror movie. It's very
No, I'd say like The Abyss, Leviathan, Deep Star 6 are all very similar. Yeah, and even Underwater is like a new one. And then you have Deep Rising, things like that. Bush Pritzel. Crimson Tide is a submarine movie. That's not really a horror movie. We watched that on Away Stork Away's channel last week.
Love Crimson.
Fucking love Crimson Tide. And I like it. I prefer it over Hunt for Red October, where I think like Hunt for Red October is considered like the better movie, I guess. But I think Crimson Tide is.
I think it's a toss up. I mean, yeah, I think you can go either way on that. Das Boot's really good. Yeah, Das Boot is terrifying. I think Das Boot's
miniseries reboot that.
The better. I mean, the original movie's like 3.5 hours long.
Yeah.
I think you could easily argue that Crimson Tide's a better movie than Hunt for Red October. I think they're both kind of popular in the same way.
Tentacles. All right, so my turn, sorry. Or is that that was me. That's your turn.
Y'all know it's actually pronounced Das Boat. Is it?
Cheers.
All right. It's my turn?
Yeah. Butterfly Beulah says, "Can I speak my truth? Last time you spoke your truth, you said Down syndrome."
Okay. You guys, are we waiting for them to?
No.
No. All right. Here.
It's the world's most secure prison. It holds the planet's deadliest criminals. It's impenetrable because it's not on Earth.
I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Do you dream while you're under?
I'm going to dream about you.
You want to test me?
Sit down. He's got a gun.
Yeah.
Mr. President, there's been a massive takeover on MS-1.
My daughter is on a goodwill mission on that station.
There's only one man who can get her out.
Who?
Snow. He's the best there is. But he's a loose cannon.
Don't get me wrong, it's a dream vacation. I mean, I go into space, I get inside the maximum security nut.
What is this movie?
Get past all the psychos, save the president's daughter if she's not dead already. I'm thrilled that you would think of me.
Get in there.
God, I hate heights.
The gravity generated will hold you up.
You gotta trust me on this.
Really?
What the hell are you doing?
I am bringing you back from the dead.
Can I have your attention?
Our meal ticket is a woman.
April 20th, 420.
What the hell is happening here?
It's falling out of the sky.
Come back to me, my little Emily.
Impact on the eastern seaboard in 8 minutes.
We gotta get out of here.
What if this doesn't work?
Well, then we're probably gonna die. Don't worry, it's perfectly safe.
A simple thank you is enough.
Weird.
So do you know what that's a ripoff of?
Escape from New York.
It was such a blatant ripoff of Escape from New York. This was submitted a couple times, actually. But it was such a blatant ripoff of Escape from New York that John Carpenter sued it and won.
Oh. Is that why we haven't heard of it? This definitely seems like one of these, like, what was the production company? Euphoria? feel I know there's like somebody that does those movies that I don't like. I don't remember. Is it Euphoria? Let's see. Europa. Okay. This is, I feel like, oh, sorry. I feel like I looked this up and I think it's like a Chinese backed production company.
So Haughty Fish says, who also, we watched another trailer, submitted Planet Dune. They also submitted this. Someone else submitted this. That's why we're watching. But they said this isn't just an opinion, but this is actually legally considered a knockoff of Escape from New York. The studio actually got sued by John Carpenter and the writer from Escape from New York and had to pay £450,000 in damages.
Oh. Who directed or who wrote and directed this? Do we know?
I think the other comment,
Luc Besson. Okay,
it was like Luc Besson.
That makes sense. Okay, because I think Luc Besson's production company is heavily financed by the Chinese government. He didn't direct it, but I mean the production company, like Europa. I think that. Interesting. I guess that makes sense why I haven't seen it, you know, when it has like people you know and you're like, man, how have I never heard of this guy? Pierce, Nike Grace.
I have heard of it.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah, I remember when it came out.
I really like that guy from This Is England.
From Misfits, yeah.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great.
Yeah, he was also in Preacher.
He's so good in the he's good in Misfits, but he's so good in This Is England. I should do a This Is England watch party, but I feel like having to get through all of that would take like not months.
Panwall threw down. I mean, I was thinking what Panwall's saying that whole trailer where Lockout is mid. Yeah, that'd be a good mid hunt.
Yeah, somebody submit that to Mid Hunters because that would be perfect mid fodder right there.
Yeah,
if you don't know,
hecka mid.
There's a ton of people, a higher than normal amount of people watching the show. I stream under Nate Blackest on a show called Mid Hunters, and there's a few of us that hunt mids and watch these movies that people have just forgotten about, and they score between like 35% to like 6.5, 65%, and we watch them just talk some shit. Sam did one with us the other night. We watched Everybody Wants Some. 2 mixed reviews. So if Sam's available this week, we can watch some more. So for Lockout, I'm giving it 2 points. This is a movie I kind of want to see.
Okay, so you're giving it 2 points?
Yeah, what do you give it?
I'm also giving it 2 points.
And chat has given it 1 point.
Wow.
Did not.
Chat, that did not land with chat. No, I was like this. Maybe the movie that I'm most interested in seeing of everything we've watched tonight. Except what was that? The battle truck or whatever. That looked rad.
All right, next one.
Britain's newest agent is here, and he is number 1.
What a performer.
Each of these men was in high finance and valuable to Britain. We've been instructed to get to the bottom of it. Start immediately.
The bloody trail of murders leads number 1 to the deadly Mr. Loveday.
Believe me, I could pile the clues so high you'd trip over them and still not get to the bottom of my plan.
You'll never stop me, Mr. Bond. He had to stay alive. He's a winner in every game, and 0 is never beside his name.
That was a close shave.
He's number 1.
That's a neat little trick, Charles.
Yes. This bulletproof wall is activated whenever a gun is pointed at me.
But it would take more than a bulletproof wall to stop Loveday.
Our organization is known to its friends as CRASH, K-R-A-S-H. Killing, raping, arson, slaughter, and hits.
They practiced for keeps.
And hits?
Quality killers were not enough to stop number 1.
Music, like top 10 hits.
Loveday decided to send in his troops.
It looks like Ewan McGregor, right?
I think it looks like, what's his name? Two-Face?
36 dead mercenaries? I know you're licensed to kill number 1, but this is ridiculous.
Number 1 is the number 1 agent when it comes to being licensed to kill and super cool. Number 1 sleeps with his 2.357 combat magnums and both eyes open.
Aaron Eckhart, thank you. I think it looks like Aaron Eckhart.
Number 1 of the Secret Service. It's interesting to me that Crash was like killing number 1, raping number 2. Then
arson.
What was it? Was A arson?
I think A was arson. I forget what S was.
Hits.
And then H was hits.
Yeah.
Is that like punching someone?
Hitting the bad.
Well, it's the last letter, you know.
Last letter is the tough one. It's 4 stack.
Slaughter? It was slaughter?
Was it really?
Killing, raping, arson, slaughter, and hits. Like, if you didn't have killing, I would assume hits was like assassinations. But that should be under killing, right?
I would assume. Yeah.
And now, like, slaughter, that's also like killing, you know?
Yeah. It just should have been all words to use for killing, murder.
Yeah. They're called KUR. It stands for killing, raping. Okay. They're pretty bad people, huh? Yeah, they sound really bad.
Wait, that's all they do? And they're that's what they named their squad?
Yeah.
Just KUR for killing and raping? That's fucking weird.
They are not good with women.
That's why they hate James Bind so much.
Yeah.
Killing, raping, and some cryptocurrency. They're not good with women. They're really into crypto and talking about crypto. Oh my god. I love the scene where he shoots and then twirls the gun right in the dead body's face.
Yeah.
Shit.
It was Australian.
I have to give that 2 points.
Yeah. I feel like we're really hitting a stride now.
You're giving it 2 points as well?
Yeah.
That only landed on 2 points for that. So that's gonna be a 6-point trailer going to Anthony Potkins. 6 points. Sam, you want to do one more each?
Sure. I'm going to do one, and I feel like this one people might have a case in being like, this isn't a ripoff, but I think it might be. But there's part of it that I just want to watch the trailer. Because it's a movie I've seen in the theaters. It's one of the first movies I saw by myself. Ready?
Yes.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1. From out of the night comes two men with enough courage, enough brains.
What you got, Irv?
Dandruff, seborrhea, maybe just dry, itchy scalp.
Have you tried this? I use it.
Head and Shoulders?
Enough bullets.
I know what you're thinking, punk. Did he fire 173 times or 174?
To get the job done.
Hey, Scotty! Can you get this machine to work? I'm giving it all she's got, Captain. If I push it any harder, the whole thing will blow.
New Line Cinema presents the cop movie to end all cop movies.
Give me a name.
Are your parents supposed to do that?
Hey, Sarge. It's tingling.
That means it's working.
Do you sleep in the nude?
Only when I'm naked.
Make no effort to screw with me.
Really, the Mets girls?
It's just a big checkout. Come on, level with me.
It's not bad. You'll be fine. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1.
So, this is Mr. Screw with your brain, eat your spleen, wear your flesh as a hairnet leecher, huh? Look who's Mr. Scaredy Pants now. I just gotta ask, what does human flesh taste like?
Chicken.
See it before they
Good
make
job.
the sequel.
Good job. Oh yeah. All right. So yeah. I would say that this is a ripoff of a Zucker Brothers. Like, it feels like I thought that this was made by like a Zucker or an Abrams, but it's not a Zucker Abrams. Oh yeah, that's Kathy Ireland, guys. Get with it. I know, like, what you're saying, I hear you with like parodies or not knockoffs, but this seems like really close to the Naked Gun territory. Sure, already as is, but it's trying to mimic that feel. Am I right? I would agree. I was thinking if this was a Zucker Abrams joint, I would not call it a knockoff, but it is not a Zucker Abrams. I just haven't seen the trailer for that in a long time, and I wanted to watch it, but I think that counts. Yeah, if I didn't say it wasn't as, or you would have assumed it wasn't a Zucker Abrams. I think I would have assumed that by the National Lampoons that it wasn't a Zucker Abrams, because I don't think they did.
Is Zucker Abrams Naked Gun?
Naked Gun and Airplane.
Yeah. All right. So I get what you're saying now, because I honestly, if you told me about Loaded Weapon, I would have immediately pictured
Hot Shots,
Leslie Nielsen. You know, like I wouldn't have. I remember this movie now, seeing the trailer, being like, yeah, I remember this. But hearing the name, I immediately thought,
Yeah.
I liked it. It was funny. And the ripoff, again, people like parody's not ripoff. If you didn't tell me that, oh no, this is a ripoff of, like a Naked Gun movie, oh, I get it. All right.
I mean, like, I feel like it's very much the Zucker Abrams style, like, of parody, like the style of parody that it is feels very close to like what Hot Shots was,
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'm gonna give it 1 point.
Sorry.
Yeah, guys. Just so you know, for those who, maybe a little bit too young to remember this, but Kathy Ireland was hot.
She was a babe.
Yeah, in the 90s, there was this thing called Kathy Ireland, and she was a babe.
I am going to give it 1.
Cool. 1. And what does
Chat also gives it a 1. So there's a 3 points there. Get some.
3 points to Chick Fellatio.
Well, I do have to apologize to some people out here. There are. I made a mistake, or somebody made a mistake. I don't know who did it, but it changed one of the columns, Sam. So you may see that like some of these submissions are coming with no title, so they're not being sorted right. And it was because somebody edited the title of the column, so it just wasn't importing right. So I feel sorry if this affected anybody's trailer from getting picked, because it just looks like people just didn't put it in there. So, but yeah. Let's see, you ready for the last one?
Knowing that about this, let's do one more after this, because I want to pick one that doesn't have a title.
Okay. Who got the lockout points? Did I submit it first? Did I already say who got lockout points?
Loaded Weapon?
Yeah. No, lockout.
Oh, lockout? Oh, that was Mythic.
Who submitted Loaded Weapon?
Loaded Weapon was Chick Fellatio. I did say that.
Sorry. All right. Right. Next one.
हर सुबह जब मैं जागता हूं तब मैं सोचता हूं ये कौन सी जगह है मैं कहां हूं
इसका नाम संजय सिंघानिया है किसी ने इसके सर पे लोहे के रॉड से मारा था
मैं चेहरे देखता हूं लेकिन उन्हें पहचान नहीं पाता हर जगह नहीं लगती है मुझे
ये कुछ मानो सिर्फ 15 मिनट के लिए ही सारी बातें याद रख सकता है उसके बाद सब भूल जाता है
बस एक ही चीज याद है मुझे
I thought they were about to play In the Jungle. Oh, that just ends, huh?
It's called Gagini. Who is Gagini? Why is that part in English? Who is Gagini? Emergency?
Yeah, I was also wondering, like, the titles,
Cesarean?
like it was.
That one's called, the movie is called Gagini. Yeah. Well, trailer over. It says, what's the reason I picked it? It said, memento if the budget only covered 3 tattoos and 1 roll of film. Yeah, I get that. I wasn't really feeling it.
I wasn't either.
Oh, somebody challenging? Oh, there's a challenge.
Oh, yeah. I see another Gagini on the list.
Fun. Oh, I guess I don't have the. All right, who's challenging?
Yeah.
Who's challenging?
Away, Stork Away. I can load it up for you.
Okay, so Away, Stork Away is challenging. Sam, how do we do the challenge?
We'll watch both. And then we vote on which one's better. In the better trailer, I forget.
All right.
The better trailer gets 7 points. We'll just do that.
Okay, there we go.
All right.
Oh, he's got more than. Is this the same movie?
It has the Who's Gagini.
He looks pissed.
Yeah, because his hairdresser did a bad job and left that line in his head.
Edited by Kevin Paul. Doesn't even say who directed or wrote it. That's weird, right?
I wonder if, yeah. Well, that's kind of a perk of being an editor, right?
Yeah. Not a spell checker.
Yeah.
Which one do you think is better? Do we choose which one was better?
We choose which one's better, yeah. Or we vote. We have the audience vote.
Chat also votes? All right.
Chat votes, yeah.
Which genie was better? 1, 2. All right, first one or second one. I'll say what's funny is that, like, between the two of them, you get a picture of what the movie's about, but the second one definitely looked better, sure, but I didn't get any. I did not understand what the fuck the movie is about. The second one.
I think I got that there's like this whole memento like thing going on. I got that he has some sort of like head trauma from the scar.
Yeah, but there's a whole the whole first half of that second trailer. He's like, on a plane and shit, and then like all of a sudden he has a scar and these tattoos, and it's like, what the fuck? I feel we got more information.
Well,
in the first trailer,
he was a successful businessman, and him and his wife were on a vacation, and their business rival hired a hitman to kill Gagini, but instead, no, I'm making all this up. Yeah, I don't know.
Which one are you liking better?
I think the second one still.
Interesting. I think the second one looked better, but I think the first one had a more followable story. So I'm gonna go with
I think okay. Ooh.
When I hear the word Gajini, I feel that it is a Gaijin genie.
Here's the thing with the second one though. Pamela says IMDb doesn't credit the editing to Kevin Paul. I don't think Kevin Paul directed the movie or edited the movie. I think he edited this trailer. It might be a fan trailer.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh yeah, Gridleaf says it was a fan trailer. Yeah.
Well, that means I still think that means the first one's better then.
Yeah, true.
Don't get snake bit in your Gaijini. Yeah, don't let a snake anywhere near a Gaijini.
Fan trailer, yeah.
Yeah. So it looks like trailer number 2 has won, Sam. So you said that's 7 points to trailer number 2?
I guess.
It's your show. You get to make up the rules.
I honestly, that's what I said. I feel like neither was worthy of 7 points. Let's give it 5 points, and that's being generous.
Okay, 5 points. That's generous. Going to Away Stork Away, who says an Indian ripoff of Memento. No dialogue is spoken in this overly intense trailer, where cum gutters are heavily featured.
Oh yeah, he was won over by the cum gutters,
as all
are. Okay, let me just. All right, this I'll watch.
And Lydia Petunia submitted the other one, and that's the one I like. Right, Sam, you got one more first tonight before we go into trailer.
One more. Yes, and this is to make up for the fact that there's a bunch we weren't picking because something got screwed up with the names, and.
Alan Quartermain, the master of adventure, has teamed up with the most unlikely partner.
America's about 6,000 miles that way.
To pursue the dream of a lifetime.
It's dangerous and it's crazy.
And it's what I've got to do.
Gold streets of it.
They're searching for the long-lost treasure of an ancient civilization. Guarded by a mad tyrant and his ruthless warriors. The odds are against them, and that's the way they like it. Richard Chamberlain, Sharon Stone, and James Earl Jones. In the adventure movie of the year, Alan Quartermain and the Lost City of Gold.
That's crazy. That is cuckoo bananas.
Yeah. That's the second?
Yeah.
One of those? That's
I Fight for Them says this is an interesting back formation because Indiana Jones was inspired by the old Alan Quartermain books. Interesting. Yeah, shameless Uncharted ripoff.
I think they're definitely cashing in on the Indiana Jones thing. I think it's one of those things where even if Indiana Jones was inspired by it, there's some executive who Nate got banned for watching a documentary about that was like, hey, let's profit off of this, and kind of ripped it off. Trying to figure out what Richard Chamberlain was sort of where I know him from. All right. Anyway,
what do you give that one? Oh, Sean Connery
1.
played Alan Quartermain in The League of Extraordinary.
Yeah. Oh, true. And he played Indiana Jones's dad in Indiana Jones and the thing that they had to find.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to give that 2 points because it was like right there. And then the real actors surprised me. And that gives it, for me, a little bit more credibility.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm interested.
We just
Timmy
watched
also
something
said
that
Spaceballs didn't count. Yes.
But I don't think Spaceballs felt like a ripoff of the Zucker brothers.
Spaceballs was a parody movie, but the Zucker brothers
parody
didn't
movie
do parody of Spaceballs of Star Wars.
But
so.
Yeah, and I feel like that's just feels like a Mel Brooks movie.
Okay, so I'm giving Alan Quartermain 2 points.
I'm giving it 1 point.
It's 3 from us, and chat is giving it. I had it as yes. I had it as 1 and 2 instead of yes and no. So I'm going to say chat is giving it 3 points as well. So it's going to be 6 points instead of you guys. So 6 points to who gets that one?
6 points to. I should have really kept track of this because now.
Yeah, now because there's no title there. It's all fucked up.
Oh, here it is. Jville 808.
Jville 808. Way to go, Jville. All right, let's move on to the trailer of the week, and Sam can think about themes for next week.
Let's see what the top trailers are.
All right, let's go. Read them off to me. Oh, you know what? I'll sort them.
We'll have to.
Did you sort them already?
No, I didn't hit anything.
I tried to sort it, and it says, heads up, the spreadsheet is currently being edited by another user.
Oh. I had it selected. Sorry.
All right. There you go.
Let's see. Poop Riot submitted. Battle Truck. Goliathan, a.k.a. the Mighty Peking Man. The Terror Within. Aladdin. And Beyond the Door. Beyond the Door was an Exorcist ripoff. Aladdin was a ripoff of Aladdin. The Terror Within was a ripoff of Alien with George Kennedy. Goliathan was a ripoff of King Kong. And Battle Truck was a New Zealand Mad Max ripoff featuring a battle truck.
I'll say there are close to 200 people watching the stream right now. We have only been getting 30 or so votes right now. If you're listening to the stream and not actively chat voting, we understand now is the time that we really want you to vote. Vote. I don't know how to sell voting, Now is the time that your vote matters and you can choose the trailer that you liked the most this week.
Choose or lose, everyone. Choose or lose.
I do want to give shout outs to Cheddar Goblin for resubscribing, Duck Paranormal for resubscribing, Away Stork Away for rating us with 20 viewers. You're Dead by Me gifted 5 subs. We missed that. Thanks, You're Dead by Me. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
If you got a gifted sub from You're Dead by Me, make sure to say thank you. Butterfly Beulah has resubscribed. Hip hop hibby to the hip hop doggy, you don't stop. Pudgy Stuff is resubscribed and says, the big man is here. Is that me or Sam? I would never consider Zach being a big man, right? He's kind of average sized.
Played basketball yesterday.
Yeah.
And it's one of like the first times I played basketball that I completely dominated with my height. Where I was playing 2-on-2.
Yeah.
And it was literally, I was like, me and the guy I was playing with just had me like run down right below the basket, and he would pass me the ball, and I would hold it above everyone and just like tip it in.
Yeah. Short people that are really good at basketball hate that.
Yeah. It's really funny. There's like, it is such a cheat.
Grim Filth is resubscribed and says, woo, woo, woo. Zach Touchdown gifted a tier 1 sub. Zach Touchdown resubscribed, says, woo, 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 woo. Christopher Elam resubscribed. Rustin Bendrix resubscribed and said, Cocaine Shark. Good one. Rawlsy1 resubscribed. Noop Doze cheered 1 bit. Zach Touchdown gifted another tier 1 sub to Panwall. Beef Chisholm resubscribed and said, is this a Japanese supremacy movie? Okelius resubscribed. Critics Rave, almost as good as Barbarian. World's Worst Boy gifted a sub. Zach Touchdown gifted another sub. Zach Touchdown gifting lots of subs tonight. Jojo Monopoly cheering 1 bits and says hi. Thank you everyone for cheering and gifting and subbing and resubbing and prime subbing. It's all good. We should have gotten a Mars update while Zach was here, because everyone asks about Mars updates, so might as well ask Sam while Sam's here.
Oh, who said that? Are you saying we should have gotten a Mars update while Zach was here?
I'm saying we should have gotten a Mars update while Zach was here, because people are always asking for Mars updates.
Why while Zach was here? I know.
Well, I mean, we never.
Well as Zach does.
True. No. But like the two of you are working on it pretty regularly.
Yeah. We're in the post phase, and I mean, it's animation, so it's all post phase, but we're doing some finishing touches on the sound, but it is at a place now where we are submitting it to festivals. And I know people are a little confused by this, but you make a movie and then you submit it to festivals, and then that way these bigger distribution studios can see it and possibly make a deal to purchase it so that they can then distribute it more widely. And so let's rent out a drive-in and play it on the big screen. Well, here's the thing is we have to we're trying to get into these festivals, and so first things first is getting it into those festivals, and then that way we can distribution could mean theatrical release distribution. It could also mean streaming distribution, could mean DVD, but yeah, so that's a big question mark of what will how will it come out. But some of these bigger festivals, you need to premiere the movies there. So what happens if nobody backs it? Well, then we'll figure out a way to get it out to everyone. But I'm sure we can, there's people who are backing fucking Planet Dune and making money off of that stuff. So eventually you find someone that'll back it. Depends on, people back 1313, and But yeah, that's just to say that's the part of the process we're in, is finding a cool festival that will premiere it, hopefully. And that just has to do with like the kind of calendar and the submissions that we do that we think can where it could actually premiere. And yeah, so that's what phase we're at.
Cool. And what do you think about for?
And we're just giving it because it doesn't need to be the final cut of it to submit it to these festivals. You know, we're just doing all that kind of cleanup work that you'd need to do between there and then. Any titties in Mars? No. There was a point, I think, where we were gonna have some, and I was like, guys, no.
What do you think for a theme for next week, Sam?
Theme for the next week, based off of what we saw tonight. Let's see, we're in the middle of summer. Let's see, this was a good theme. I feel like maybe something that's not related to any of these finalist movies, because like I could think of like, you know, post-apocalyptic battle truck, you know, like that kind of gives that vibes off. You know, we have The Terror Within, which is like also post-apocalyptic, but we've done that, you know.
Yep.
Knockoffs has been fun.
Chat's got suggestions.
Could do sand movies with sand in it. So that's like beach movies or desert movies.
Think of Soul says, I make short films. Got any advice for going legit?
Make short films. I mean, I think festivals. That's my advice. Is like if you really like believe in your movies, I would raise the money to submit them into festivals, and then go to those festivals and meet people who are also making short movies and go see their movies and talk to these people. And that's kind of how that works. Yeah.
And all right. So what are you thinking?
Movies with Battleship for Southern Hemisphere. Say
Dangerous
Southern.
Animal.
Oh yeah.
We've done sexy movies recently, Cave. Boat movies, people say?
We could do movies with real animals.
I'm going to defer to you. You're very good at picking the themes. Even when you pick a theme that I don't think is going to be so great, it's like one of the more fun episodes. That's why we did a two-parter for this, because it was like the submissions were great.
Oh yeah, actually that is true. Voodoo Cowboy says real animals in cinema, aka Bummer Week.
Yeah.
No, that is true.
Rex Bosworth always has the list: heists, ninjas, drugs, fan trailers, mids, inspired by true story, pandering, documentaries, spy, bazookas.
Inspired. We didn't even talk about this earlier. Is like we're watching that Bob Marley trailer for like a minute, and then it says based on a true story. And you're like, no shit, it's a Bob Marley movie.
Well, I was wondering, because, like, did you ever listen to that Disgraceland episode of Bob Marley?
No.
Disgraceland is a podcast a guy I know started, and it was like kind of like true crime, but also like bio stuff about musicians, and it was all like the darker stories that you don't know about. And there were like some dark like gang shit and political stuff with Bob Marley that you're like, whoa. Yeah. And so it looks like they did have that in there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just funny that like, I mean, like there'll be movies that'll like really use that inspired by a true story or based on a true story thing, like very loosely, you know, like it'll, you know, and so I just think it's very silly to be like based on a true story, and you're like, I mean, I wouldn't put it past a movie for having a character that's based on a real guy and being like based on a true story. So I just think it's a very silly thing to put in there. So yeah, let's do inspired by a true story.
All right. Sounds fun. You've heard it.
The Island of Marilyn Monroe.
Who said that? That's funny. Lydia Petunia. That's really good. Lydia Petunia said something funny, everyone. Give her attention. You know, she likes it.
Cool.
So it looks like Battle Truck won, which is great for me. I love Battle Truck.
Battle Truck was a big one.
Sam, are you still king of the castle for a couple days or what?
Still king of the castle for a couple more days. Maybe Tuesday night I'll be able to do a mid hunt.
Oh, all right. Normally I don't do Tuesday mid hunts, but I do. Also, Tuesday is a big day for me. The 11th. It is Prime Day. Is it a big day for you?
Yes.
Because it's also Prime Day?
No. I go from being a guy that has a baby to a guy that has a 1-year-old.
Yeah, there you go. So you want to celebrate his birthday by watching a mid?
He's not here, but
you won't even be there for his first birthday?
No, I mean, not technically, but we're having a party for him.
Cool.
He won't know.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
Oh, actually, I could do it tomorrow night. Yeah, I could do a mid.
We usually do mids on Mondays, or we'll do After Boys too. So we'll see what goes on.
Monday mid. Yeah, I mean Monday mid After Boys. We could do a mid After Boys with Lockout, maybe.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's a vote, right?
Yeah, I'll let Sam know. Sometimes we do marbles and we let people choose from the list of marbles. Then I'll choose, then you can choose, then people can vote. You know, it's fun. Nate Blackest on Twitch tomorrow night. Keep an eye out for it. But yeah, I think we did the damn thing. I think we put it down.
Yeah,
it's fun.
We put down
Zach.
that damn thing.
We did that damn thing.
Yeah.
Zach was with us. We should Frank Howley's on. You want to raid Frank Howley or Dad Feels?
Yeah.
Or Carl DeLinden is on as well. Weird Paul.
Let's raid Frank Howley.
Raid Frank Howley. All right. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for hanging out. It was fun as always. Thank you very much, Sam, for keeping it tight. Had a good time as always. I will update the spreadsheet shortly, and you can start submitting when the website theme changes. Have a good night.
Good night.